Hello and welcome to the ADLR Podcast, where this week we talk Cosmic Sin, Hayley Williams, Tom and Jerry, and Vinland Saga.
You say villain or Vinland?
Vinland and the thing's not even showing up. Oh, I know why. I'll fix that for you guys. Just give me like 20 seconds. The video's in a different drive now. I'm so sorry.
You're
What a
fucking
bitch.
bum.
Yeah. I love myself. Is it this one? I think so. Let's see.
It might be.
Interesting.
The parallel universe.
I guess then that's great because then I could do the Captain Planet Fun Year Die skit that he did. That was hilarious.
Was
You're a
this-
tree.
hilarious.
You're a tree. What's up, Brian?
It wasn't this good to me.
What you mean? Like it's life for
That's
you?
real life, yeah.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I ain't about that. So, yeah, anywho, welcome to the ADLR Podcast. I'm joined as always by Brian. We got Kelsey here, Weird TV in the flesh.
Gotta get that water, bro.
And we got loaded up here, loading it up, loading that Instagram feed up. What's going on?
We're going loading up instead of Zen 5.
Well, he said that he wants to load it up to be the gaming centric stuff. And since we sometimes talk about games on here, I still think this is like a gaming primarily podcast in some way. Because I that's what I consume the most, anyways, games. Granted, not always new games all the time, because sometimes it's just, there's like a slow season, or I'm hooked on something else, that could be old, like The Vision or Borderlands, But that's that, How was everyone's
Yeah.
weekend? What'd you do, Kelsey?
Trying to think what I did. I didn't really do much. I've been playing the original Disgaea on
Oh, shit, throwback.
PC. It's
Mhm.
like a PS2 game. So I have a file that I've probably got about 45, 50 hours in now.
Okay.
Because there's like a ton of shit you can do, and it takes forever to get some of the things done. I found out, I didn't know this, you can apparently turn off the animations for all of the effects for all of the skills and stuff for both you and the enemies.
Okay.
I've probably wasted 5 hours watching these goddamn animations. Okay.
When you can
'Cause
just
every
have them
time-
like hop and do damage.
Yes, you literally just they don't even hop. Like they just attack and then it does the damage to whatever's in that area. Because like there's so I always run the main character with a sword, and there's this one attack called Wing Slayer. And what he does is it targets like a 3x3 square, and he jumps backwards and then jumps into the air and goes and then flies down and slams into the 3x3 square, and then it has this big bright flash, and then he goes back to where he was standing.
Uh-huh.
There's this one level that you basically use to just farm your levels a bunch.
Okay.
And so I've used that skill probably 1,000 times, if not more. Okay.
Okay.
And I watch the animation for it every goddamn time
So you're sitting there just
until I happen to like go into the and you hear the thing the entire time. And so eventually what I did was I turned off the sound and was like watching, TV or something, and saw that in there, and I was like, what is this? And then I turn it off, and then he goes, I use Wing Slayer, and he just goes, and then everything gets hit. And I'm going, literal hours that I've wasted watching these fucking animations.
or having it run in the background when you could just be doing extra moves.
Like seriously, because it's not just like the 3x3 square, that's where the enemies are, and if you don't kill them on the first time, you get hit by like 6 of them. Okay. And if each one of them does their own animation other than just like an attack, you have to watch the whole thing. Okay. Literal hours. Like I'm serious. Like out of a 50-hour thing, I've probably wasted 5 hours watching those goddamn animations.
Well, I mean, now you could speedrun like a champion. No, not happy.
Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, that's why you always check options first. When you start a game, you don't go to start, you go to options first to see what your options are, you know?
Well, I picked up a game, like I had like 20 hours into it already. I like loaded it up again just because
Oh.
I was bored and I didn't really have anything to do. And it's one of those games that you can like min max like crazy. You know, you can get like some seriously dumb damage and things
Okay.
because they have like a whole bunch of stats. Like you have like your attack, defense, speed, what like resistances, your hit, and the way I don't have you played any of this kind of stuff?
I have not.
Okay, so it's a turn-based like
It's like tactics, though, right?
yeah, it's very much like Final Fantasy Tactics.
That's
And
my only like
yeah,
attachment. That's the only
but
tactics type of game I played was Final Fantasy Tactics.
I never got very far into tactics, but I don't know if they have this, but they have these things. So in all of the equipment, you know, whether it's a usable item, a wearable item, a weapon, whatever, they have what's called shit.
What?
They don't-
Item world specialists. They're called specialists. And what they do is they represent each of them represent a stat that you can get. So you like your attack, defense, HP, SP, intelligence, hit, speed, resistance, whatever. And then they have other ones that do like you can put on your weapon, or it doesn't have to be on your weapon, I don't think, but you can add like, you know, the ability to paralyze somebody, to put them to sleep, to cause confusion, to, you know, do all sorts of stuff. And then there's another set that does like you get more money, you level up faster, you learn
Okay.
your weapon skills faster, and you know, a whole bunch of other stuff. And so like one of the first things that you should do is go into the item world, which is basically you go to the special person and say I want to go to the item world, and you go into the item and you fight on these randomly generated tiles, and then work your way up to level like 10, and on the way you hope that one of the levels will spawn the specialist so that you can kill him and capture him, and then you can move him to other weapons and things and combine them so that you can increase your total power and all this other stuff. And so one of the first things you want to do is get the statistician, which increases the amount of experience that you gain. You can get up to 300% more experience per kill for having 300 statistician points into your weapon or
Okay.
whatever. Well, I
That
didn't have
sounds
that.
broken.
It is and it isn't, because there's a lot of levels. Like you can get up to level 9,999, but the
Oh.
experience, it goes up like exponentially.
So it's a
it
huge
can
grind to
take
do
quite
that.
a while. There's also the ability to prestige your character. You transmigrate, I think is what it's called, and you start back at level 1, but you keep a bunch of your stats, and after gaining a total of 185,000 levels in
Oh my
total,
god.
you basically have maxed out your base character to, you know, then hit level 9,999, and at with nothing equipped, that is like the maximum amount of stats that you can have. But you can put so like a legendary weapon can have up to uh 12 or 16, I forget which one, 12 or 16 item world specialists, and you can have multiple of the same specialists on the weapon. And
Oh.
like the gladiator is the damage one, and you can go up to 19,998 for that. But generally you're only getting like 100 to 200, maybe 300 if you're lucky, specific specialists per, you know, run through.
Per run? Okay.
Yeah. And so you're thinking like if I have just a weapon with 12 open slots and I'm having to get 19,998 12 times, you
Jesus.
can imagine that would be kind of, you know, that
Destructive.
would take a
Yeah.
while.
Once
But
you get
you
it.
would basically be able to one shot anything in the game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's a JRPG for you if I ever heard of one.
Like there's a shit ton of stuff to do, and it's not easy to progress in a lot of ways. Like
Uh-huh.
especially like if you start a new file, it's very difficult to like get up to the point where you're just be able to like quickly farm levels.
Uh-huh.
And there's like there's all these guides and things on how to like max out your character. But you probably end up spending probably if you do it properly, if you know what the fuck you're doing, you're probably going to spending 40 to 50 hours just trying to get into a position where you can start doing stuff.
Yeah.
And then it takes a minimum, I think, of 22 hours to max out your character completely.
Oh no! What the fuck? No. Nope.
And the way that works is you max out, so you get a weapon and skills and things enough that you can like kill that one level, where you do the Wing Slayer
Yeah.
over and over again, and you talk to the council and you get them to increase the level of the enemies, like stronger enemies, to the max, which is like 10 times their normal thing, and then you farm that one level four times, and it gets you to level 700, and then you go and transmigrate back to 1, and then go do it again 4 more times, and then transmigrate back to 1, and you just do that over and over and over and over again for 22 hours.
Oh no, nope. Or I can shoot things in Borderlands, or play some Division, or try a new game out. Nah, I can't be that dude. God bless you guys who play JRPGs and do that. I cannot. Oof. Oh yeah, sounds like a fun ass weekend. After you got the speedrun tech down.
I mean, I was pretty bored.
Okay.
I just sat here and watched like Chuck, and then just mindlessly played the game.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
It is one of those games that, like, depending on what you're doing, you don't need to pay attention at all. You literally just hit a couple of buttons, and then you just mindlessly cycle through stuff.
Just autopilot for the most part. Just accept, attack once, accept.
Yeah, the item world is probably the most difficult thing. I have to sneeze. Hang on.
Oh shit.
All right. So the item world is probably the most difficult part because they also have these things called geopanels, which are colored squares on the ground.
Okay.
And then you have these I forget what they're called, but these geo symbols where they'll do something special, like they'll give you like 50% experience, 50% money. They'll do like invincibility. They'll clone you. They'll do minus defense and attack. They'll boost the enemy by 3 times their normal whatever.
Okay.
And so you have to pay attention to stuff because, like, if you have your strongest character getting cloned, they're gonna fuck you up.
Oh, right, that's true.
And you also don't want to be like standing next. You don't want to be standing in a square that's going to cause the enemy to walk onto it next to you and have them do 3 or 6 or 9 times the damage that they normally do, or be as powerful 9 times as powerful as they normally are, because then you're really going to get fucked up.
That sounds stressful.
One of those. It's like not a gauntlet. I always forget the damn thing's called, but you have to like either progress through 10 levels and either clear the level or just make it to the warp pad to progress. And on level 10, they have a special creature. The item, it's like an item general, item king, and item god, I think. And every 10 levels, it spawns one. On levels 30, I think it's the king, and on level 100, you get the god. And the god's obviously the strongest. And then killing them increases the stats on the weapons and the items and things more than just clearing the levels.
Just a nice extra stat bonus.
There's just a shit ton of, like, I could probably spend the next 4 hours just telling you about all the things that you can do in this game.
Then it sounds like a great game. We're gonna move on. No, you said you started watching Chuck. So are you continuing through the seasons and not stopping for Ted Lasso?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want to watch him. I want to watch Ted Lasso with Shannon. We just
okay.
haven't really
sat down and did it. Gotcha. That's fair.
That, and I'm really kind of attached to Chuck. I'm on season 4. I did finish season 3, but it's one of those, like, I don't know. I kind of want to just finish it and be done with it and mark it off the list and then start something else.
That's fair. Tackle one thing at a time. That's what I did with the Avatar stuff.
I'm still trying to decide if I want to do season 5 because everybody keeps telling me don't do season 5. But
it depends. If you're attached to Chuck, it's more that it's just it gets not as exciting. Like you've seen most of the running gags, they'll rehash them. It's like okay. Oof. Excuse me, Randall. What did you do this weekend? Nothing sexy. You sure? Okay. Brian, what'd you do this weekend?
What the hell did I do?
That's why I'm asking. I would like to know as well.
Oh, played what? What the hell did I do? I know somewhere in there I played Legends of Runeterra with some friends. We came back into the game and it's still pretty fun.
Is that the card game or is that the Auto Battler? Okay.
That's the card game.
Oh,
They had
nice.
a new region. They don't call it faction. It's a region. So like all right. So you know how Hearthstone decks are based off of the class in Warcraft. So there's a rogue deck, a druid deck, or whatever.
And like all the
They-
captains, like
Yeah.
okay.
They separated Runeterra by regions of the world. So like Bilgewater, just is the name of like pirate. It's a pirate deck. Bunch of
Okay.
pirate stuff in there, or underwater, like the sea related stuff.
Water type.
Then you have one called Freljord, which is like ice people, Nordic, right?
Sure.
Like Vikings.
Mhm.
That's
Nordic.
That's that area and things like that.
I was waiting for you to literally name off the four from the Four Nations. I thought you were gonna go, the water one, and then there's like air people, and then there's like a fire volcano area, and then also just earth.
I don't think there's air people, but I don't know too much about League lore, so I could be wrong. There's dead people. It's called
Necro?
Is it Shattered Isle? I always forget. It's dead people. Yeah, dead people.
Okay.
Essentially. They had a new one that's basically just a bunch of sand. So like
The earth.
so yeah, not Earth, but
Actually, they're sandbenders.
That's true.
There's it's more Earth. Actually, there's an Earthbender in there, but it's more the way I think of it. It's not like Egyptian, but something along those aesthetics.
Okay. How does it?
Makes
Isn't it still 1v1, or is there like a team effort in that game?
It's 1v1, but they have like a for funsies mode where you can 2v2.
Oh,
But
how the hell does that work? You guys,
My complaint for that is just basically,
it's like Pokemon. You
don't-
each take
you
a
don't-
turn.
you don't go in there with your own made decks. When it starts, you have an option to pick one of 3 champions, and then you pick that person, and it makes the deck around them. And,
Interesting.
It does that. Yeah, everyone gets a turn, and you can share cards with your partner. So like you'll get like a spell that doesn't cost anything, and you can give them one of the cards in your hand, and it'll buff in some way. When you
Does
give it to them.
that cost you a turn or a move or like a
No.
placement or anything? Okay, that's pretty neat.
So it's not like Pokemon exactly where you do one action onto them.
Got
You
it.
still have your mana, like Hearthstone. You have your mana. Once your turn's over, like you spend all your things or do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Next person.
Okay, I get that. Oh, cool. I think I already asked you this because you mentioned this game before, but if there's goons on the floor, they can still hit my main guy?
Yeah.
Okay, trash. Not playing that game. I hate that with a passion.
I don't know why you like the movie 300 and they do the exact same thing.
Because Zack Snyder's like slow motion music. Is there slow motion music when they're beating my guy 30 fucking health points in one hit?
You can do that, but also you like Assassin's Creed, right? And your whole point is to get behind everyone and kill the main target, right?
I don't think you see me play Valhalla then, if that's what you think I do.
The
I
older
run in
Assassin's
there
Creed-
yelling with axes in my hand and just swinging at people.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can do
but-
that in any of them. But
you could still
I mean, it's just
attack
like
the guy.
Hitman. Like Hitman, there's a goal to be as quiet as possible, and then there's Anthony's way, which is just guns blazing, pulling out the helicopters, the rocket launchers, the micro explosions.
I just kick down the door and then yell the target's name as loud as possible. And anyone who comes at me with guns is getting around.
He made so there was this D&D meme that somebody posted, where a paladin who normally wears like very heavy armor, is
Yeah.
loud, clunky, is talking to a rogue who obviously wears like
Leather.
leather, is
Mhm.
quiet, whatever, and the paladin is like, "Are you expecting to like assassinations and stealth kills and things?" And he's like, "Yeah," and the paladin goes, "Me too," and the rogue kind of goes like, I'm sorry, what? He goes, yeah. There can't be any screams if there's nobody left alive to scream. Let me see if I can find you the actual quote because it's fucking hilarious to read.
That's great. That's the kind of mentality. You're there. If you're there to kill someone, anyone who has a problem with you killing that person, it's time to kill him. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Brian? Why are you making that face?
Your mic's doing the distorting thing again.
Yeah.
Nice. Then that's an upload thing because I just got welcome to the chat room on my Twitch.
Back. You're back
Okay.
to normal.
Okay. I mean, on mine and on the recording thing sounds fine then.
Wait,
It's
let's
just
check this then.
oh, that sounded distorted.
Oh. Yeah, game's still fun. I play casually. I'm not gonna like get ultra platinum ranked. It's just something to do. It's fun.
How you gonna do that when there's people attacking you and you got goons on the field? Like you know,
You can counter them or you can stall them.
they ain't going around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I see them there. Like it's like oh he flanked you. No, I see them on the field.
And
Okay.
you can see me, and then I can go and shoot someone next to you. Just because you see me doesn't mean I can't shoot that guy.
It doesn't matter. You're not shooting me. I've seen people like their thing comes up and he physically attack me. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Or I'm gonna shoot you.
If it's shooting, I'll take that. There's melee characters that are just like yeah fuck you. I'm gonna skip you and hit the main guy. Nah, trash.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Your internet's trash.
Ooh.
I'm right there with you. Like if you thought you were gonna get some retort, no, I'm right there with you. Fix it, Comcast. Fix it.
Did I tell you that I have a gigabit up?
You have. Yeah, you definitely have. I do not have that because why would we get fiber? You know, why would we do that?
I probably did other things this weekend. I don't remember my days anymore.
Okay, that's fair. But what we did do together.
Oh, I played
is-
Sage as well. Sorry, played Sage. You can continue now. What do we do together? Hey, Kelsey, what do we do together?
Well, we joined Discord at one point together.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
today. I think
Oh,
we did the same thing last week too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So we saw Cosmic Sin together because it had quite
saw
the
Cosmic Sin together,
yeah.
Kelsey.
That's what it was. It had quite the polarizing.
Oh yeah, we saw Cosmic Sin together.
You're right.
Review critically and I guess publicly. And we sat down and watched it together and gave it our own commentary over this heap of trash movie. I think your what you proposed last week was watch it and see which score was correct.
Yes.
Whichever scored it the least, that was correct.
So the hang on, Cosmic Sin. I think it was the tomato meter.
That's the
yeah,
critics.
Rotten Tomatoes. Everything gave it like shit scores. So IMDb has a 2.5 out of 10, which I think is generous. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 7%, and IGN gave it a 2 out of 10. And also on Rotten Tomatoes, they have the
The fans,
the professional reviewers and then
Yeah.
the audience.
the public.
So the audience score with 500 ratings gave it 83.
Get the fuck out of here. I want to meet every single one of them, and I want them to point out where any of the positive reviews were at. Like, at what point were they like, this is I need to recommend to other people?
I think this is one of those like Alien 3000.
No,
Well, you
don't
just
you
have to
dare.
get-
That masterpiece. Because Alien 3000 was so bad, it made it. No, because even sober, 3000 loops into this was so bad, it's so fucking hilariously funny good. This did not make that loop.
This was everything about this movie was absolutely awful. Like you don't know what the fuck's going on. There's like no action, and then there's some action, and then there's no action, and then it's like the movie's over, and you're going, what happened? You know, like I don't know.
The
This-
synopsis
the
is what I think the synopsis is. We start off and the humans are, who knows, right? They made contact with some aliens or trying to make contact with aliens. I don't know what the story is here.
Well, they're not
Okay.
trying to. They're like hoping that there's something else out there. They finally make first contact, and they're trying to figure out if it's like a
Friendly or foe or something.
right, and then the people that made first contact come back in some sort of like zombie-like state because their bodies have been taken over by whatever the parasite is.
Yeah.
And they start attacking everybody. They're spitting acid on people. The one chick spit up some sort of like tracking device to bring the rest of the fleet that they have to them.
Yeah.
And the whole time the doctor's like, don't shoot them, don't hurt them, and everybody else is like, bitch, you are fucking crazy.
They
What
are
is wrong with
literally
you?"
melting everything around them and shooting at it.
There was a scene literally right before she says, "Don't shoot them." Wait, yeah. The thing comes out. They're still trying to figure out if it's a friend or foe. It goes to a guy with a gun and snaps his neck, and then walks to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, don't shoot. We don't. It's a living thing. He was too.
Yeah, and he's fucking dead now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure after he got destroyed, after that guy got eaten, the doctor was still like, we don't know if they're friendly or not. We need to find out. Like, what part of that suggests that there's any sort of friendliness to whatever the fuck this is?
It would have been bullets galore.
Right before that guy died, he had like one word left, and he heard that, and he was like, "Bruh."
Yeah, all the way down. We have a Bone Crusher in this movie and Bruce Willis. So, and both of them did. One of them was in space the entire fucking movie, doing nothing until literally the last second, and the other was just
doing nothing. Like nothing happened. Like there wasn't anything that even happened. Like
they blew up a Halo ring at the end, and then they stopped the invasion, I guess.
Yeah, they used. I think they called it a Q bomb, which I think opens up a black hole, and destroys whatever's in several light years of the location. But yeah, they throw it through
a Mass Effect relay.
Warp gate. Yeah, they throw it through a warp gate where there's clearly like this is going to be the end of whatever human civilization there really is. There, and they're just like the gates open, and they're just sitting there like it's almost time. We're gonna go through any moment now.
Just waiting for the bomb to get through.
And then the ending, like the Bruce, it's his ex-wife. She's been taken over. She's standing in space with no, thing, because I'm assuming that they can just exist in space.
Yeah.
And she suddenly has like these powers that she can stop the Q bomb missile from going through just randomly.
Why not?
And then he gets up there, and they like chat, and then all of a sudden something happens, and the Q bomb goes through the thing. Like, what the fuck?
In the Q bomb, you're thinking, oh, it probably looks like a badass technology, bro. It's like one of those batteries you put in a watch. It's like this fucking big, silver ends on the edge, and like 3 wires. And it's like, oh, here's a Q bomb. The fucker found it at the bottom of a Home Depot floor somewhere. And he's like, this could be our prop.
I don't remember that part, to be honest with you. I just remember they landed, everyone's yelling for no reason, and that one wrestler lady had a sniper bigger than her. And then that one guy tried to talk to a little girl who clearly didn't want to talk to him. And then...
yeah, what a worthless scene that was.
They're at a bar at the end, and the lady with the big breasts is with the guy who is supposed to be a badass, but just looked like an idiot the whole movie.
Yeah. Don't watch this movie. It's not bad entertaining. It's just bad. That's all. I mean,
awful.
It was a great time shitting on it while we watched it. That may be the only recommendation. If you want to shit on something as a group activity to bond as human beings, then maybe you can give this a shot. But besides that it was not. No, thank you.
I don't even remember laughing.
I think we were laughing more at the fact that we were like, bro, what are you doing? Versus what's going on in the movie.
Yeah, like the movie itself wasn't funny. It was us shitting on it was the entertaining part.
I think Bruce Willis had like 4 lines in it. The rest of it was just him staring angrily at the camera about whatever's going on. And that's it.
Yeah, he brought that 80s action movie talent over. Stay at the camera for a bit, look macho, solid, strong, and silent type. Then gunfire. You know, that's why we're here now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Randall, I think you really liked it. I think you'd recommend it, right? Yeah, he would. He absolutely loved the special effects. He loved the girl holding a 2 times the body weight of her fucking sniper rifle. Just firing it, no recoil.
No recoil, yeah.
Just that big ass 50 caliber gun. You could fire it and nothing happens. Cool.
He's just that swole. That's why I didn't move.
They took the props that they used for a live action Anthem trailer and used it as armor. And then
I think this is all leftovers from Elysium. Like, I'm pretty sure they just were like, I've got a great idea.
no, Elysium's looked more ragtag. Like the armors they were wearing were more like beat down. It was only like skeleton stuff. This one looked like Anthem's the game, and they're like, let's make a live trailer for it. And then they made the trailer and then said, what do we do with this now? And some guy's like, I got a movie idea. You can give it to me.
Just ridiculous.
I wonder
It was
if the-
awful. Like,
I wonder if like the movie visually was so like lackluster was because they spent the whole budget on fucking Frank and Bruce Willis.
Yeah. That's not his name.
Rio, isn't it?
It's Bone Crusher and Die Hard. That's who we got into the movie.
John Diehard.
John Die Hard McClane. You can look in the movie. That's exactly what his name is. I don't have nothing else to say about it. It was just a heap. It was great. It was a great experience to just watch it, and that's it. Because we were here shitting on it. But besides that, do not put any of your loved ones through this.
That was Game of the Year though, but don't play it.
Oh my gosh, Randall, you got to watch the movie I wanted to watch. Tom and Jerry. They gave it the old Roger Rabbit treatment. Live action mixed with cartoon.
Before he says his review or anything, I just want to know how big are you into Tom and Jerry?
Those are facts. That's a good question. Brian, he says he doesn't know how to answer that question.
I can't hear him, so
yeah,
That's
you're
not me.
coming through.
He's good now.
you don't know how to answer that question. Like, did you watch it a lot as a kid? Like, is it something you really like as a show? Is it something you just casually watched if it was on?
Do you have a folder full of memes of Tom and Jerry? We're trying to figure out how close to Brian are you here.
Does it look better with 1 or 2?
I mean, I love Tom and Jerry. I've probably seen every episode. So
Okay. Then proceed. What about the movies? Proceed.
I don't understand why they do this.
Not a good start.
The movie wasn't bad. It's just that I don't understand why they insist on taking cartoon characters and try to bring them into the real world.
Oh, you didn't like the Roger Rabbit or Space
But
Jam?
Roger Rabbit was made for that.
What about Space Jam? You didn't like Space Jam 1?
Another movie that was made for that.
Oh.
I'm talking about established characters. Like Looney Tune characters, Bugs Bunny, almost.
Yeah, that's Space Jam.
Yeah,
Space
but
Jam was a
I'm
good
talk- Yeah, but I'm talking about like the Monstars. That's what the movie mostly was about, was the Monstars.
And Michael Jordan.
But he's not a cartoon character.
I'm very confused on what's happening right now.
Yeah, I'm confused then.
Well, I'm talking about like Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd. Those characters are established Looney Tune characters.
Well, so is Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and I'm saying I don't understand why they put them in real worlds. Like, if they're gonna do a movie, it should just be a cartoon.
But
Oh,
Space
you're
Jam.
saying that they should have so in Space Jam, it went from the real world to the cartoon world.
Aside
Kind
from
of like how Roger Rabbit did it.
aside from Bugs Bunny, the Monstars were made for that movie. They never existed prior to that, so it doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't, because
I'm not
like,
understanding.
Have
'cause
you
it
ever
happens in
seen
the real world.
Monstars?
no, I haven't.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter that you saw them in a movie and they were cartoons. But the fact that Bugs Bunny, the Looney Tunes, Tom and Jerry, you first saw them on cartoons,
Yeah.
which is where they should stay. It's kind of like how Brian doesn't like the fact um of them even hinting at making a live action Dragon Ball Z movie because
Well, I mean, they
it
did.
should stay a cartoon.
I get that part, but the part that I'm confusing is you keep mixing that with the real world part. But Space Jam's in the real world. That's why I'm getting confused.
I'm saying that I don't understand why they make cartoons that are established like cartoon characters and put them in the real world.
Oh, so you're saying that it's kind of so like in the Roger Rabbit, they were cartoons living in the real world. They also had the cartoon world. This is not the same where they have both. It's just Tom and Jerry are living in the real world.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I'm on the
Gotcha.
same page. I'm like, I don't know what's happening right now. My mind
Yeah,
cannot
I was a little
decompress.
confused too. I didn't quite understand.
So they're
I'm
not
still not
traveling.
understanding.
They're not traveling from the Looney Tune worlds into the real world. They just happen to live.
It's as if Looney Tune World doesn't exist.
So so Looney Tunes is the real world.
The cartoon characters
That makes
are
sense.
walking around as if they're regular animals.
Yeah, but they're
Oh.
not regular animals. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. Now I'm on the same page. I'm sorry, I'm slow. So that hit me. I'm like, he hit me with words, and I'm like, my blocking, is he behind me?
Mhm.
Go for it. Now I'm on the same page.
That's the only thing that kind of bothered me. I mean, Tom and Jerry acted like Tom and Jerry.
I want to ask before watching it, because I've watched, like, we all watched Tom and Jerry growing up. They were very violent.
Yeah,
Like guns,
they're still
axes. Do they still have that? Or is it now
I
like
don't
dumbed
recall
down a
there
bit?
being a gun,
Damn it!
but they was
But they was hitting each other. Okay.
he
I have
like
another question.
Yeah.
he like fell off the same roof like 5 times. Like it was bad.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was classic Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Okay, good. That's what I want to hear. Is a bit of classic Tom and Jerry.
Do they speak? And do we have original yells?
Oh,
Is
please.
my
Yeah.
next
No.
Yeah.
question.
It's original yells and they don't speak.
Oh, good. Those are all good choices. Okay.
Well, it says that
Okay.
they used. It says in the thing that they used Mel Blanc and whoever the other one. I always forget the other guy's name as like the voices for them. So they probably just had samples that they used from the vault.
That makes sense. If he's saying
I
there's
just wanna make sure they don't
original,
add anything.
yeah, I just want them to keep them as pure as possible. Well, how's the live action part? So the people who are like the actual humans, did they add
It's just
anything?
weird,
It's
man.
just oh,
That's what I was opening up with. Like it's just weird to me. I've never like taken to it. Even with I don't know.
People are
I've
like-
never seen a movie where like I said, Roger Rabbit was different because that's an original. Like that movie was designed to be like that.
'Cause that-
At least I had no recollection of Roger Rabbit prior to that movie. So
Mhm.
it's like I don't have any attachment to him.
got it.
So it's just like, okay, this is his world. But
I mean, it was also written in such a way that cartoons and humans existed together. It was a coexistence. It wasn't like what you're describing here, where cartoons exist, but then are just suddenly shoved into the real world.
yeah. It's weird, man.
So you think it took away from the thing? So basically, when Tom and Jerry was on screen, it was fine. And then the live action people kind of took you out of it.
I mean,
or-
they have good actors. Like, I forget the girl's name. I think her name is Chloe.
yeah, Chloe Moretz, or I'm sorry if I butchered her name. Something Moretz. It's Chloe something Moretz.
The girl from
Moretz.
Kick-Ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She's kind of like the main character on the human side. And then the dude that's from Avengers that tells the stories.
That's a Marvel leak. He works for Marvel. The next movie is Avengers.
No.
It's all the electronic devices fighting against each other.
It's the guy who always tells the stories.
When it tells
Oh,
forget his
Hispanic
name.
dude.
Yeah.
Michael Pena.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he's in it too. He's like one of the
Super fine girl.
yeah. He's like also like one of the kind of main characters. I thought it was enjoyable.
So it's worth. You recommend at least a one watch, especially for Tom and Jerry
Well,
fans.
Tom and Jerry, like
Obviously,
Fortunately enough, they had, if I remember correctly, they had most of the screen time. So
good as it should be. And the Tom and Jerry movie.
yeah. So it was cool.
All right, so it sounds like I gotta watch
What's
this.
his name? Is it Bruto?
The dog is in it. Spoilers, but I'm okay with that. Bruno's in it. I'm okay
Yeah.
with it. He beats the shit out of Tom. Is his,
Are you
is his
talking about
kid,
the bulldog?
the
No, his
bulldog?
name's
Is
Spike, isn't it?
his Spike? It's Spike.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is his kid in it?
I thought his son was Spike.
No, he's Spike. If
What's
I'm not
his son
mistaken.
name then?
Maybe the son's Bruno. Hold on.
Bike.
No.
Yeah,
Dog
the dog's
name.
name is Spike, occasionally referred to as Butch.
Butch.
Killer.
Yeah. Tyke is his son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Spike and Tyke.
Spike.
So-
Yeah, Spike and Tiger. But
Close.
my chat just said.
He's in it too.
Nice. Okay, I gotta watch it then. If it sounds like it's
Yeah, I
for
gotta
Tom and
watch
Jerry fans.
I forget the girl, female cat that
The white furred one,
huh?
white fur.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the one. He goes
She
up
is in
with the cowboy thing and he like shoots the fucking cigar,
Mm-hmm.
blows and it says howdy.
Mm-hmm.
Lit. The beach episode too. Okay. So yeah, this is for the diehards. You feel me? For the yells. Now I gotta get a yell of Tom as a soundboard clip. Yeah, just like him.
that
Yeah,
scream,
yeah. Classic.
he only does it at the end of the movie.
That's fine. I'm okay because as long as it's in there.
yeah. I wasn't looking for that scream too, but he only does it once.
Dang.
I've honestly thought about just, even though I made my own follow sound for Twitch,
Uh-huh.
just making it him yelling.
It's too good. It's always rewarding.
I made my sub sound. I didn't make my follow sound.
Oh, I have one question that it's probably a no, but I don't care if it's spoilers.
Bonjour,
Is-
Mr. Pussycat.
That was my second question.
No, he's not in it.
Then the first one, his uncle who plays the guitar,
No.
Jerry. Damn it, Corner Hornet, he did rock.
The
Combo.
freaking mustache that's like all the way out.
Yeah,
What
and
about his buff cousin?
Yeah.
oh, that's
honestly,
true. Dang
The
it.
little the buff cousin. Are you talking about the little gray mouse? Or
No,
That's the
one with
French one.
Yellow, the one with the yellow sweater and the hat that beats the shit out of.
Of Tom.
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Where he has the hat forward and he like walks around like this or
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's like a yellow sweater with a green bulk, like a cap.
Yeah.
It's so
Nah.
funny that when his uncle, whatever, the mustache,
Yeah.
the second you hear the guitar string break, it becomes a horror movie.
Yeah, because it's like, where's that fucking cat? And he starts freaking out and trying to run away. Try to run away. It's great. I'm just gonna watch Tom and Jerry again.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I have to watch this then. You say you do recommend it at least one watch for the fans?
I mean, it's good. It's a good movie.
Oh, even
It's not
regardless.
bad. It's
Okay.
a good movie. It's just
Is that
I mean, I
that
guess
pet
if-
peeve of
if
yours?
the whole real life and cartoon mixture, if that doesn't bother you, then yeah, it's a really good movie.
Gotcha.
It's true to the characters. Like they don't act weird. Like the weird outlandish contraptions just to trap and all of that stuff is in there.
Okay, good. I'm
I
hyped.
wish they made like a Smash Bros for cartoon characters so I can main Tom and Jerry.
I thought they used to have a something like that. It's not like Smash Brothers, but it was like a fighting game or something. I thought there was something.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
In Rivals with the workshop characters you can add in, I have Tom and Jerry downloaded. So
Okay. That's fair.
just saying that.
All right, cool.
When
I'm
you
kind of
hit,
excited
he
to
does
watch
the
it.
yell.
Okay, cool. I'm hyped. That's all you have to say about it? Nothing else to add?
Tom and Jerry's backyard something.
Oh, apparently
I
it
don't think
wasn't.
so.
Okay.
We're not really sure what this is. It's called Loons: The Fight for Fame.
I've never seen that.
It's an Xbox game, like an original Xbox game.
Oh, wow. I never heard of that.
I remember I used to play a Taz Taz in Space.
On Xbox or is it on a different console?
No, on the Sega Genesis.
Oh, shit. Okay. You
Yeah,
mentioned
Tasmanian-
Xbox. I was like, what?
Tasmanian Devil in Space. that game was awesome.
I never played that either. I don't think we bought or rented much Looney Tunes games growing up. The only one we had was that Super Nintendo one, which was stupid hard. It was like a side-scrolling one, and you go through like different sets, like the school level, the Western level, and you played as like the Blue Bunny. That's like the Looney Tunes Kids one.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, that shit beat the shit out. I've never
Tiny
beat that game
Toons?
before. Tiny Toons,
Tiny
yeah.
Toons?
It was like a
I
Super
don't
NES
remember.
game, and I never beat that game. It was
I
just so
know
difficult.
at
the time.
Mega Man X, Mega Man Soccer, that
Kirby.
Batman beat him up so I can put him through the fucking window at the first level.
That
And
sound, the
Kirby
sound effects,
Superstar.
low key on that sound effects on that Batman game, you felt like you were like legit Batman. Like
Yeah.
the glass breaking as you throw someone, you're like, that guy's dead, but I'm Batman, so you're okay with it.
I played Taz and Escape from Mars. You play as the Tasmanian Devil, and
Okay.
you're trapped on Mars by Marvin the Martian, and you have to escape. It was awesome. I love that game. I don't remember if I had it for necessarily the Sega Genesis or if it was for the Game Gear. And for you youngsters that don't know what the Game Gear is, it was like the
The
original
handheld. The
Yeah.
Sega's handheld game.
Only it was like yay big, and
It was
used like
thick.
1,000 fucking batteries.
Yep.
And the screen was like like this big.
I had that, and I think I had one game. It was a Sonic game I had,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
it.
I played I played a whole bunch of Tetris on that, the Taz game, and then I always forget their name, but it's the Vikings, the like really fat Viking and the really small
the Lost
Viking.
Lost Vikings. The three of them.
That's the Blizzard game.
And they were red, blue, and green. Like each one, the fat one has green on.
No. This
Oh.
is
Never mind then.
uh
I guess you can type in Vikings Game Gear. It should come up,
yeah,
right?
that's what I'm trying to do.
Because the one Brian is talking about, I remember playing because we had it on an emulator, and I think it was the one that is it either Blizzard made a long time ago, way before they were doing like StarCraft and stuff, or it might have been a studio they owned, but I'm not entirely sure. That was a fun game. That Viking game was fun. Like a side-scrolling puzzle action game. There was a bit of combat, but it was a lot of puzzle.
I don't remember, but it's like a very cartoonish game. There's this one who's like he's like this really big fat guy, and then there's this other guy who's like really small, so the big fat guy I think has red hair and a beard, and the other guy is like small with wears blue pants and has blonde.
Because I think you're describing the exact game we're talking
You're
about.
describing the Lost
Hold on.
Vikings to me after saying no.
Let me see. Lost Vikings. Yeah, I think that's exactly what he's talking. It has to be this one.
It's not the Lost Vikings.
Oh, you looked it up already? It's not that?
Either that or it is just a different version. I'm not really.
Okay. Well, I guess when you figure it out, let us know. We got from what you're describing, it's the Lost Vikings to us, 'cause that's what we played.
Maybe it is. What are their names?
Oh, I don't remember their names, so that would not help me.
Olaf the Stout and Baelog the Fierce and Eric the Swift. I don't ever remember there being two.
Oh, okay, then I don't know, because it was 3 on the other one. Well, I don't know. Well, comment down below, or in chat if you guys can figure it out. Let us know. Okay, Brian.
I would be real upset if like he keeps looking at this in the next week. He's like, oh, so it's called Lost Vikings.
Kelsey,
I had a question before you.
go for it. Go ahead.
So, if you guys were actors
If I were an actor, Randall?
in Hollywood,
Okay, now you got me. I'm not in Hollywood.
would you guys be concerned about the type of role you took if it was like a bad guy?
No. I want to be a bad guy so fucking bad.
As long as it sounds entertaining, I'd probably do it.
No, I need to unleash this excellent bad guy villain talent that I have. Name it.
Because you know how like sometimes you watch a movie and a particular actor or actress does they deliver such a compelling job at being this character that you find yourself mid movie that you are starting to develop a like sincere hate and disdain for this person.
Oh yeah, that's good acting. Yeah, if someone can
Well,
deliver, yeah, that's
it's obviously it's good acting, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes the actor or actress does such a good job that once the movie is over or the
Oh.
show is over,
you still hold on to that towards them.
people, even though they are intelligent enough to know that this person isn't a real character, they still attach that person to that character, and
Yeah.
they actually start to develop certain I don't want to go as far as to say it's hatred, but they have like a great dislike for that person.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
Because of the character that they play.
Like what's his name? The kid who played Malfoy. I think he went under that kind of thing because they hated him because he was such a hateable character.
And the same thing happened with the dude from Game of Thrones.
Yes,
Mhm.
Joffrey, right?
Yeah.
I can see that
So
happening.
again,
I'm okay with that. I would
that
love that.
You're okay with that?
That tells me I did a fantastic job. Personally. If you can't see past I was doing my job and hate me because of how I acted in there, I did great. I'm like, that means I can't wait for my phone to start ringing. Because someone's going to call me to do the next villain. You know what I'm saying?
Is that how all of you guys feel?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care what people think of me.
I mean,
They're watching, aren't they?
And they're watching. So at the end of the day, they still got the eyes on you, paying you, you know? Now it's a problem if they try to like hurt me in real life. Then I'm throwing down. I'm swinging at them. You know, like yo, you didn't understand I was a film, and now you're attacking me. Now we fighting. But them just screaming, "Hey, whatever! I hate you." I'm like, lit. Catch me in my next movie. You know.
found it. I posted. It's called Asterix,
Okay.
Okay.
but it is exactly as I remember. Big fat guy with red hair and a small guy with blonde.
Gotcha. Did you play this? No. Yeah, I never seen this. Nice.
Did we have a Game Gear?
Yes, we
you
did.
said.
We had one,
What
and
did
it
I
was like
say? Yeah, the Sonic. Okay, it all clicked. 'Cause I remember the way they do Game Gear, and I pictured Sonic in my head. I'm like, we had this, and then I remembered we said this already.
you're losing it.
I had a Kelsey moment.
So Randall,
I had quite a few games for the Game Gear because we were going on trips and things all the time, and I would use any sort of money I had from like doing chores and that kind of stuff to buy a new Game Gear game.
No, we had that one game, and we were like, whatevs. And then we kept playing consoles because we didn't move much. I was fat. So Randall, you would not want to be a villain.
I mean, just by the nature of the type of person I am, I probably wouldn't want to play a villain. But that is something that I would be concerned about in the back of my mind because.
Then you're not going to deliver a good performance because then you're second guessing yourself.
Well, I mean, like, I'm talking about whether or not I would take the role in the first place.
Oh.
I mean, if I decide to take a role, then I'm already committed all in. But I can't say that I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be something that I wouldn't think about because it is.
Well, you shouldn't because the opposite can happen. Because what if you're like, oh, he's just you won't be able to be a bad guy after delivering such a good performance, a good guy performance.
Well, here's the thing.
Like Chris Evans as a bad guy, I have yet to see anything compelling.
Well, they don't necessarily have to be bad people. I mean, like you can look at Neil Patrick Harris in How I Met Your Mother. Like just like watching that show, I was like, oh my god, like this guy is such a womanizer, you know. And then you come to find out, you have to remember he's gay with a husband and has adopted kids. Like,
well, it's not that. It's that he was such a womanizer and such like he was like so like macho is the word. Like his sad scenes his sad scenes didn't hit with me because it wasn't believable. So there's a too much, if that makes sense, because then you can't come back from that. Like I haven't seen not sad, but like a dramatic part with him in it, and I'm like, oh, I feel that because all I see is How I Met Your Mother's like alphaness, and I'm like, okay, that I don't believe it.
But here's the thing that I was thinking about was that there's one thing to not care about what other people think, but then it's a little tricky because you're in the business of entertainment and
Yeah,
your
we are.
money comes from fans.
Yeah.
So the reason why directors or producers pick certain characters, or I should say certain actors to play certain characters, is not only because of their talent, but because they know that if I put said character or said actress in this movie, in this role, this is going to generate a lot of seats.
Well, it's a factor in it. It's not the only. It's not the only thing.
Well, that's what I just said. This that's not talent is not the only thing, but it's a combination of those things.
But one will outshine the other.
It
Regardless.
depends because nowadays, if people don't like a particular actor or actress, you have cancel culture, or you have like people saying that they don't like said person.
Well, that's out of the movie.
Huh?
The cancel culture stuff happens outside the movie
But it also affects the movie.
because of what happened outside of the movie.
Yeah,
But you're saying
but it's
playing
still
a
also-
villain in the movie.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if like say for example, someone for whatever reason people don't like said character.
But we can't say for some reason what reason.
I don't know.
Because I've yet to see someone do fantastic as a villain, and then people cancel him because of that role in the villain. They'll go see him again or her.
Well, like the example we gave the guy that played Joffrey, he quit because he couldn't take the hatred that he was getting.
That's because he listened to the vocal minority. That's a common mistake with anyone on social media.
Well, I can't sit here and say what it's like because I've never been in that position, nor have I ever had anyone. I've never had a plethora of people send me death threats.
Because he watches it. He's a young kid. You know what he has as a young kid? A phone. You know what the kids do on the phone? Look through social media all day.
I mean, the same thing happened to Hayden Christensen too.
Yeah,
And all-
Hayden Christensen I was just reading about him, like, you know, all the shit that he got, how he was attacked and everything else.
And now
Yeah.
he's back in the Obi-Wan movie. So like,
Yeah, but look how long he stepped away from movies.
and hopefully he learned, don't read comments. Those people who are yelling hatred are minorities.
I don't know. Whether it's minority or not, it's obviously it was enough to affect these people.
Because
I mean, that
because
was the
they
whole
let it
reason.
happen.
That was the whole reason why George Lucas stepped down after doing episodes 1 through 3. Is because he was getting hatred because people didn't like those episodes.
And that's fine. You're gonna get people. That's all. You're allowing that to happen. You're making something creative. You need to be ready to get criticized. Period. Anything you put in the public, it can be criticized. You need to be able to take the good and the bad.
Yeah, I agree with that, but it's different. It's a difference between being criticized and getting threats on your life.
Threats on your life and that have become synonymous. Because people who actually act on it are even less a percentage of those people, which is already small.
Still a percentage.
So we're gonna
All it
they
takes
dictate.
All it takes is one person to
And you-
walk up with a revolver and blow your head off.
Then you yourself did not take the precautions. I'm gonna keep spewing this stuff. Any situation that you are in is yours and your fault alone. If you're at that mega of a star, you should have security. So if they were able to just walk up and revolver you, you fucked up. Like that's come on. You think Kevin Hart's walking around by himself? He's got a
they
squad
don't-
of people.
If you want to take somebody out, it doesn't have to be.
The Rock is not as big as he is. He does not walk around
It
alone.
doesn't have to be like in front of them. It could be at a distance.
No one has the cash for that. And if you have someone who has
To get a rifle?
a sniper rifle, yes, you don't have a cash.
I
Instead
know
of someone
plenty
like,
of people who have rifles.
then you wrong them in a mafia level. No random civilian here is gonna be just, I'm gonna go snipe the Rock.
If you-
No, no one will do that. No one
I'm
has
not
that.
I'm just talking about people, the amount of people who have access to the high caliber of a gun. It's not difficult to get.
Yeah, but those people who have those most likely have it registered.
Mm-hmm.
And that means you're gonna go and shoot the Rock and then do time in prison. That's how much you hate the Rock. No one hates the Rock that much.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know that I would say that. Like, if somebody wants you dead, they're gonna probably try and figure out a way to get you dead. It doesn't matter what it is. Some people are stupid. People are insane. People are psychotic. Like, they're gonna get something in their head that's gonna say, "I need to do this," and they're gonna come up with a way to either attempt it or to actually do it. Like,
And now,
there's
what percentage of that is the people watching the movie and said, "I hate you as a person because of that character"?
It's a lot of crazy people.
Randall, the percentage is so low, and you have to keep in mind that percentage that's so low is out of billions of people.
You also have to remember though, like my chat brought this up. For a kid, that is very real. Like, it's very different as an adult to be like, "Fuck the haters," versus a kid who sees things like this and just thinks that this is the way that the world works and that's all there is. Like,
Then I'll step back and say, parenting. You
I
have
mean, yeah,
shields. You have shields even from a kid's age. Period.
well, I mean, like, look at Rebecca Black. You know, like, think about how much hate and shit she got for that song.
That she
Friday,
made
like,
millions off of. But
yeah,
continue.
but, like, she was like, she got all sorts of like death threats and all sorts of stuff, you know, and the parents did everything that they could to like help shelter her from that, but it still didn't really help a lot. And she still stepped out of the limelight for a while. Like, Katy Perry tried to like help her out by extending a hand, and you know, that only did so much. But
I don't know what Rebecca Black is doing. Fantastic. If I'm not the last time, but she's in another Taylor Swift song.
Well,
Like-
English. When she was going through releasing that song, she was parts where she was like depressive. She was going through depression and like suicidal things and things like that. The biggest part. I mean, there is a way around this, but the biggest part when you're younger is you still have to go to school. You're still at an age where you can't keep yourself away from peers, if that makes sense.
You
Even
can,
without
because
social media.
you still can. You can get homeschooled. You can get, there's things around everything.
It's homeschool, but you still have neighbors.
And what's the neighbor gonna do? Go into your yard, start knocking on your window? There's cops for that.
And cops do everything 100% of the time the way they're supposed to.
For white people, yes. And what color is Rebecca Black?
I think also there's one thing that you're also missing. I hear what you're saying, but you got to also take in consideration that people who do this stuff are not sane. So they don't care about being arrested or maybe even shot. Like, they're not right in the head.
I understand that. So, but you're thinking it's Left 4 Dead zombies approaching her house. If it's her neighbors, that's one guy to go to jail. They have years and not to worry about it anymore.
Well, yeah, I understand what you mean by percentages, but even if the percentage was 1, that's still a threat.
Randall, there's a threat right now that a rocket can hit us. Should we go underground? Here's a percentage. Don't live my life by fucking 2% chances. That's horrendous.
There's a difference between us being aware that there's a possibility that a rocket could go astray and hit us versus me getting a message from someone saying, "I have a rocket being sent to your house in the next 5 minutes."
We're back to whatever situation you're in. That's your fault. When you're supposed to be at an age now, Randall, where literally anything could be your death. You should already know that. Yeah. When I walk out to go to work, I could die on the drive there.
Mm-hmm.
You should be okay with that. That's a possibility. Should I do something different? No. Do what you got to do. And if shit happens, it happens.
I mean, I agree. Yeah, there are natural causes of death, or accidents.
And what year did what's her name release her album, the Friday song? 2010.
Yeah.
And how old was she when she released that? You said she was like 13 or something?
She was a teen. I don't know how old though.
yeah, she was a teenager. I don't know how old though.
Information was at the palm of her hand. They know what happens to celebrities. There's too much. Oh, what was this? What was that? You have too much information to know what's about to happen for the actions you make.
Yeah, but you can have all the protection in the world. Doesn't mean that the person is not going to stop from getting to you. You can have bodyguards and everything that you mentioned, but you can still, if they don't care, they can take themselves out along with you.
Then there's nothing you can do. Then we're back at don't live your life like.
Yeah, but I mean, people don't want to die, so that stuff concerns them.
And it's okay to concern them, but I don't know how we got here. So what are we arguing about here?
I wasn't arguing about anything. I was asking you guys, like, how do you feel about like people viewing you if they have like a negative outlook on you playing a character that's like a bad character or something like that, and they can't separate the two.
Bring it. That's what I say. The heck? Those people are just people. What did they brought? Keyboard warriors? Is that what the people?
Yeah.
They just spew whatever on the internet, and then hopefully they're like, "Oh, they noticed me," and then that's it.
I will agree that a large majority of them are keyboard warriors, but there's that percentage
That percentage
that's
is
crazy.
too small that I don't have to worry about it. That's like, what if a satellite lands on me tomorrow? That percentage is too small for me to care.
So hilarious. I always have a thought of because this has happened.
A satellite landed on you?
No. A
Oh.
plane's engine destroying a house. You know, like I think the first time I saw it was in Donnie Darko, and then
Okay.
I think it actually happened like in real life, and I'm like, I hear the plane going over, and I'm going, is this it? Is it time?
Is this my time?
You know?
No.
Like I'm not living in the fear of it, but it's just one of those like,
This could be it.
That's basically me with anything. I'm not like looking for it, but if I'm like walking down the street and I see somebody walk by, like he can just shoot me right now. I'm just walking. If I see a dog, like that dog can get pissed and just maul me right now. If a car goes by, like he could just swerve right into me right now. But I just keep going. It's like a count how many times something could take me out thing as I'm doing day.
Oh, okay. I don't do any
I
of
do
that.
that when we go for walks. Like, you know, I'm constantly like looking around for cars and people and that kind of stuff. Like not so much in the fear, but just like just to be aware of the possibility.
There's always a possibility. You don't have to worry about the possibility. There's a possibility. A gopher could be driving a taxi car while a giraffe flinged it at you and you can get hit. Like, that's a possibility. You watch Tom and Jerry, Randall?
I don't live in Tom and Jerry world.
It's just, nah. For me, bring it. Like, what are they going to do? Yell at me on Twitter? I barely look at chat as it is. You think I'm going to look at Twitter? Social media? They're going to knock on my door?
They'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, come on. Nah, none of that concerns me. Let me be a villain. I'll have you hating me by minute 30. Not even. Feel me? I'm going to be the Darth Vader, Randall. You're like, how can you do that to his son? Because I'm Vader. Okay? He's my son that took off his arm. Spoilers.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right. Like, didn't you hate Vader for doing all the stuff he did?
I know what hated Vader.
Oh, then never mind. And then Anthony's an Appa hater, but we love Vader now.
What?
Whatever.
What'd you say?
I can't believe you didn't get upset when Appa got kidnapped.
Everyone says I'm an Appa hater. The flying fucking taxi that they use to get from place to place in Avatar looks like a flying pillow.
No, I know who you're talking about, but why did they call you a hater?
Because there's an episode where the animal gets kidnapped, and they were like, he said that was the episode where I'm like gonna like lose it, like emotional stuff's happening, and the only thing that happened was that the creature, the bison, that's what it's called, the flying bison gets taken, and I'm like, oh, that's it, and that's it. Now I'm an Appa hater, and like I said earlier, bring it. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Come down here and knock on my door? You know?
Be careful what you ask for.
The heck? I'm hitting with that Fire Nation. You feel me? Oh my god. Anywho. I hope that answered your question. Did it? I can answer directly.
I'm not sure if everyone. I don't know if everyone. I think Bryant said he doesn't care.
Yeah, and Kelsey, I think, said they didn't care either.
I mean, I think I would be more honored than anything if I got somebody to hate me as a person so much because of something I acted in. Yeah. That would just be like, I don't even know.
I did my job. Like that. When that happens, I'm expecting a call from the Academy Awards. You know what I'm saying?
That makes me think of this kid. This kid wrote to one of the guys that's part of the Muppets, and like I think it was like Jim Henson or something. And Jim Henson drew him a picture of one of the characters and sent it back to the kid. And the kid was so excited, he ate the picture.
What the hell? It's got protein. Javi in the chat says he'll stick a C4 to Forrest, which is my girlfriend's dog, and have her run at me. Javi, you don't understand I'm waiting for the chance to box that dog. I don't care if there's C4 strapped to her back.
Do you remember, you know what that reminded me of? Just picturing that. You remember when we were at the dog park?
Oh, and then knocked through the fuck. Oh my god. Yeah, Force could fucking literally tackled Janiana at her legs. She just fell the fuck over because Force started running away.
While she was talking to somebody.
She just whoop fell right over. Oh my god. Good thing she doesn't watch this. Man. Where were we? Yeah, I got it. I'm caught up. You good,
I
bro?
don't even know. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, cool. We can move it on because you're up next, my guy.
In Europe, I'm from America.
You finally listened to new music.
No.
Oh, so what did you listen to?
Hayley Williams.
Oh shit, that's been like 4 weeks in the making.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Let me know what you think.
I freed up my Wednesday lunches
Okay,
because I'm doing ab days on other days when I get home. Or at
okay.
least attempting to. So
Yeah.
like Wednesdays, I'm just gonna sit there and eat and then listen to anything shorter than an hour. So then, boom, I listened to Hayley Williams' album "Flowers for Vases" /Descanso. So I don't know if that's. I don't know why she named it that. I don't even think I heard her say that in the song that's named that. But I could be
She
wrong.
did. If you listen to it, like put it at max volume, and then bass boost it, you can hear it in the bass. She hid her vocals in it.
Didn't she say Illuminati?
No, that's if you play it backwards.
Oh.
It also syncs up with the Wizard of Oz.
I was
Yeah.
there when he tried it.
I heard they sampled this album in the future when they're
Yeah.
making the Wii bowling sound.
I also heard that you heard this album. What do you think of it?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up to remember which songs I liked. So, the main reason I really wanted to hear it because one, I like Paramore.
Yeah,
Right.
same.
Two, I like Hayley Williams.
Yeah,
from
same.
Paramore. Three, I was expecting because it's just her. I know she's very big on like songwriting and like playing out songs by herself. I don't know. She doesn't always like put them out, but that's kind of like the way she writes from what I've gathered. And so I was expecting basically a whole album. This sounded like Misguided Ghosts.
No.
So I'm like, I gotta listen to this.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know why. Okay.
Why, you don't like Misguided Ghosts?
That's just that a whole album like that. I was not expecting that. We had like, different expectations. I think.
Well, that's what I was expecting.
Got it.
So for the most part, I was kind of right. But her voice doesn't sound like the way I normally hear it. It sounds like it's very singer songwritery, and it's kind of like Misguided Ghost, but it feels a little folky the way her voice sounds.
Uh-huh.
I like it. The songs that I didn't heart, it's mostly her and a guitar, and then there's some effects or other things being in there, but it's not like drastic changes in instrumentation or genre of music. The thing the only part that would like make me like it harder or not, how did the chorus sound?
Okay.
Everything else is enjoyable because it's easy listening. It's kind of folky.
So that was the
Just
main
singer
bullet.
songwriter stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
14 songs. I hearted
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Imagine me getting that number right. Probably ooh.
A lot of these songs, I was just like, all right, talk to me, Hayley. And the chorus came, and I'm like, you can stop saying that so many times.
Yep. There's a bunch of those that she repeats this, of course.
Yeah. There's some.
But is it as bad as
No, it's not Shakira.
It's not. It's not gonna be.
But is it up?
Or that.
I've never
Or
heard
that.
that song. I've never heard that song.
Don't bother.
I listened to this like last Wednesday, so I don't remember which song. I was like, yo, if you don't listen to this, we fight. I don't remember, but a lot of these songs that I did heart are pretty close to that level.
Okay.
Great way to start the album to the song First Thing to Go is like a good mood setter.
Tone
I
setter.
guess. Tone setter, thank you. Yeah, sparse instrumentation. She's singing, but it's not like there's not really any parts where she's like belting out loud. It's mostly like her, like kind of calm, like calmly low level energy
Okay.
singing at you for most of it. Yeah, that's really all I gotta say. If you like Hayley Williams, you probably like this. If you liked her like more upbeat songs, probably not gonna be for you. But if you just like her voice in general,
And her songwriting.
I would listen to it. Yeah.
Nice. I'm right there with you on that.
You heard it?
I think it came out months ago. I'm pretty sure I talked
You
about
didn't
it on
talk
here.
about it though. You didn't talk
I
about it.
didn't?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I'll have to double check, but I thought I did. Or maybe I just said it was coming out and never actually talked about it. Okay. Lit. Do you still listen to Paramore or Hayley Williams? Or no?
Paramore.
You listen to just Paramore proper?
And I haven't listened to her in forever, but yeah.
What's the
Yeah,
latest
that's
album?
Misery,
What's the latest project
Misery
you heard?
Business, I think was the last one that I think I really listened to.
Holy shit. Are you serious?
Yeah.
You have
was a
some
while
albums.
ago.
There's some bangers you might like from newer ones.
I think there was like one or two songs from like a newer album,
Uh-huh.
but I haven't listened to that forever.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're supposed to be making getting together and making another album too.
I'm down for that. 'Cause they've been making some good stuff. Even from the latest stuff. The latest album. I forgot what it was called. It was like that pink cover.
After Laughter.
After Laugh, that's what it was. They had a banger in there. Banger or two. Slapped.
Yeah.
How
I
come you
think the other
coaching?
songs like singles, but I didn't feel like mentioning them because I just talk about an entire album. I
Yeah.
I didn't listen to Justin Bieber's. I listened to Peaches alone. I think Giveon. I don't remember pronounce it. I think I'm already a fan.
Okay, I was scared to be like, I thought you hated that song. I'm like, there's no way, because that's actually a dope
I
track.
enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just okay. So I guess I didn't put it on the doc, so I'm doing.
We can talk
same
about it
here.
next week.
Okay.
Because I'm talking about the Justin Bieber album. I'm gonna talk about it next week.
No, I only heard the song.
Oh, then go ahead. I think you talk about the whole
No,
album.
I was done talking about that. That song, I enjoy it. Hearing Justin Bieber refer to people as bitches felt uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Like,
facts. Those are. I'm gonna hit you with the Drake's facts because they're both Canadian. You know. Yeah, it sounds weird coming from him.
But the rest of it, I mean, he sings well. Giveon, I'm a fan already. Daniel Caesar, he does what he does well. Instrumental, easy listening,
Yes.
vibey music. I enjoyed it, and then I listened
Yes.
to fucking Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars' song.
Oof.
I
Fire.
felt my outfit become something silky, and then I had a gold tooth,
Yep.
and then my hair grew out, and
Yep.
then I had shades on.
Talk about smooth R&B. That's some smooth R&B. If you guys haven't heard the Anderson .Paak and Bruno Mars song, fire.
Yeah, I forks with it. The whole album isn't out, right? Just that single.
It's just that single.
I definitely want to listen to that album.
They performed it at the Grammys, I think it was. Then they were all like dressed up in the thing, and it was like, that's baby making music on stage right there. It was good.
And the
Was it
other
the
thing I
Grammys?
listened to was
Must
by
have.
Baby Keem called No Sense. I enjoy it. Writing wise, it's not like he said some crazy shit,
Bars.
but
Okay.
it's nice to listen to.
Is it fun bars or like woke bars?
He's not saying any of them really. He's just
What? So you just sound effects bars? Like what do you mean?
I mean, you have to listen to it if you heard. It's the guy that sings Orange Soda. Bitch, sit on my face, I attack her.
Oh, that's fun bars, Brian.
So I have fun as far as.
I mean, it's not Keenan and Kel.
Isn't one of them on? What happened? One of them is on SNL. The other one, I don't know what happened to him.
Keenan's on SNL. He beat out Kel for the spot. I don't remember Kel's real name, if that actually is his real name.
What does Kel do? Is he stand-up comedian or something? Or
I think he was trying to get into the acting stuff for a while, but I don't know what he's actually doing now.
I think he was one of the guests one time on SNL. I don't remember though.
I saw that movie with them once, and never again have I watched it again. Was it Good Burger? Is that what it was?
Good Burger.
You've seen it more than that, you filthy liar.
There's no way, because I don't remember almost anything from it.
Because there's a bunch of reruns, and we would watch it. You've seen it more than once.
I don't remember it more than once. I remember it seeing once, and that's it.
What do you young people say? That's hat? What do you guys say?
Yeah, it's un capo.
Apparently, his real name is Kel.
Oh, okay. So
he's apparently been acting in some stuff. Like he's apparently showed up as people in TV series. Nothing. It doesn't look like there's been anything like major.
Come
Oh,
on,
okay.
movie major.
I guess we can truck right along. Boy, this is a music minute here, and Kelsey heard a new song too.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it yet or seen the music video. So I mean, let me know what
I've just seen the gifs.
there's
So
gifts.
I mean, I like the song. It's got a good beat. I like the lyrics.
Oh, hold on. This is Little Nas X Montero.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So he's been getting a lot of backlash for this because it's
What?
you have to watch the video. But
Okay.
It's I'm trying to think like what direction to go. It's an awesome video. He does literally everything that women do in all their videos as a queer person, and it's awesome. Like
So like
watching.
thongs, shake his ass.
I mean, he gives Satan a lap dance at the end. Okay, like it's
Okay.
just
I'm okay with it.
and then he snaps his neck and starts wearing the horns. But like he's just getting a lot of flack for this because it's demonic and wrong that he's corrupting the minds of children and all this other stuff. And it's like,
Pause. Remember 2 weeks ago when WAP was performed on stage at the Grammys and they were basically scissoring each other? Have we forgotten that already? And now
that's two women. That's not
Got it. Okay. No. Okay. My fault. I didn't get the pamphlet.
It also didn't have anything to do with Satan or being against Christianity or anything like that.
Got it.
Like it's just he's just getting a lot of flack, and my respect for him is just going up and up and up. Seeing him respond to all the haters because it is absolutely hilarious. Like,
he can hold his own. He knows how to maneuver the social media world really well.
Yeah. So I don't know who Caitlyn Bennett is, but he apparently blocked her on Twitter, and she said it's weeks like these that I'm thankful to be blocked by Lil Nas X. And he tweets back, "I still see your tweets, shitty pants." And she goes, "Do you still see your dad?" And he goes, "Yeah, and I might fuck yours later."
Oh, called her on. I bet she deleted her Twitter account. Fuck.
And just like everybody's like hating on him for having all these like obscene images and everything else. And like from a artistic standpoint, I think it's really awesome. I think it's great. I like the music. I like the music video. I think what he's doing is awesome because he's being himself. He's doing all the things that
that everyone's telling everyone to do. Be themselves. Why are you ridiculing him from doing exactly what you fucking told him to do?
Exactly. And so like good for him. Definitely give the video a watch.
I will.
It's very interesting. It's very colorful. It's not quite as explicit as like some of the videos you see women doing, but it's
like a parody on that.
Yeah,
Got it.
Like I mean, he's literally like giving Satan a lap dance at the very end.
Nice.
And then he had a response when people were like getting all pissed off about how your music's for kids and everything, and he's like, and they're talking about like Old Town Road, and like he said something in Old Town Road is it says, fuck, I have to look this up because it's like relevant.
Yeah.
Like one of his lyrics in there is like explicitly like I can't even find it.
Oh no.
But they're like, all of my kids love your song Old Town Road, and he's like, that song is not for children. The fact that you let your kids to listen to that song shows that you have no idea what you're talking about,
Yeah.
And he's just kind of like, on the same wagon as what's her name is Cardi B with the whole, we're not responsible for raising your kids.
Nope.
You're responsible for raising your kids. If you don't want them to watch this content, you need to be the parent that says like, you're not allowed to watch this. Do your thing. Punish them. Do whatever you want to do. It's not my responsibility. I am literally just a content creator.
And with one more. That's it. But no, why would they do that? They can blame someone else. We live in 2021.
They're shitty parents.
2021 is it's not my fault. It's yours. That's what we live in. It's not my fault. You did it. What the
fuck? I just watched the video, and there's not really anything that I would right about to ban him or anything like that.
But are you a Karen, Brian? No? Then you're not going to
Carrying
understand.
these balls in your hand, dude. Fuck.
I mean, that's going to be pretty heavy. Opposed to my
Yeah,
1 incher.
I mean, there's satanic imagery, but who cares? To be honest with you, the whole things are at least it's original stuff. That's the way I look at it. Oh, that's an original video. I've never heard this song before, but not too many people are making a song like this. Celebrate originality, not. So someone on Twitter, because the gif of him going down a stripper pole to hell. That's the part that I.
That's one of them? Okay.
Yeah, people keep saying. Someone said that they were offended as a Christian because of the satanic imagery here. And he said it's very not necessary. Someone else said that the satanic imagery is to show what his life is like being an openly gay man, like his battles and whatever. That's something along those lines. That's what it's supposed to show.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was very necessary. And again, she's like, no, it's not necessary. It was offensive to me. Bitch, you can literally hit. You don't even have to look for a video. You can hit next on YouTube and it'll show something else.
Yeah,
Everybody wants everything catered to them. There's things already made for you.
Yeah.
Like Barney.
There was
or the Teletubbies. Go watch that.
So there was a pastor that had like a TikTok response on all these people that are like hating on him and things. And he's like, you know, he used to go to church. The church failed him. What you
Yep.
should be mad at is the fact that predominantly it's the Christians that are outraged with all this stuff. Like you're using the response that has been used to basically subdue them and put them in their place as a reason to get upset and offended by this. And it's like you're upset at the wrong place. Like this is not you should not be upset with him for doing this stuff, for using images and things which are probably, he tells you is like possibly a fictional person that just never existed, that has been created simply for this purpose, for his videos and things. And he's like, you keep professing that you're a Christian and that you're following God's ways and all this other stuff, but then you're using imagery and things like this as a justification to put somebody down and put them in a place where they don't, that you think they should be, when God's message is acceptance of everybody. And it's like, how
But
are you going to do
that doesn't help. That doesn't help their argument.
Oh, I know.
Why would they use that?
I know. But it's the same thing with the shitty parents. Like,
Mhm.
this is for the kids and you're ruining it. It's like, no, it's not for the kids. Like, I make music for me and for my, that's it. Whether or not you choose to allow your kids to listen to it or whatnot, that's on you.
I'm not gonna hit you with another facts because I'm gonna get hit with DMCA. I gotta spread them out a little bit. But facts.
Just believe me.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't get
Juvia.
it. I could probably do that. Just put Juvia randomly. They're gonna be like, "What the hell is that yelping noise at the end in the back?" Rain, my guy. Shoot. So, but you said the song is actually dope, or it's just did you just watch the music video?
I watched the music video and listened to the song a couple times. Like, I really like it. I think it's
Okay.
I think it's a good song.
Cool.
Solid.
It's a nice pop hit, or like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not like game of the year or anything, but it's
Okay.
definitely like, if you want if you want something to listen to, you should definitely give it a listen.
The delivery in that's acting right there. Nonchalant. It's not game of the year or anything. Like that's a normal thing. That's our fucking meter. Yeah, this song is not game of the year. Got it.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I just listened to it while you guys were talking, and solid.
It's
Sounded
solid?
good, well
Okay.
engineered, yeah.
Well, doesn't he have a hand in it? Like he's in there mixing it too? I thought he had like
I don't
experience
know.
doing stuff. Okay, never mind then.
I don't know.
Okay.
You know about his shoes that are going along with this, right?
Oh yeah, the satanic shoes.
Yeah, so apparently he's selling I don't know how this is all. I haven't really followed exactly what's going on, but supposedly he's launching a pair of Nike shoes, Satan shoes, that contain a drop of blood in the shoe themselves. And they're like black and with like a red thing around the bottom.
Oh, okay.
And then has the number 666 on it and whatever Luke 10:18 is.
Oh, maybe it's
and then
like
it's got
a certain amount, like a limited time run. Is like a number to say which number it is out of a certain amount, or
Maybe because it has 1/666. So yeah, they're only making Durgan says they're only making 666 pairs. It's
Gotcha.
sold out in less than a minute.
yeah, like what's gonna sell out regardless because people are they're scalpers, so it's gonna sell out because the shoe game. The reason why PS5s and shit are the way they are is because of the shoe game, and the shoe game is a bunch of scalpers. So I'm sure that's sold out because bots.
But what about your true game?
My true game, non-existent. I don't got game.
Yeah, they're gonna sell. All the scalpers are gonna sell them based on the number. Be like, oh, we have numbers like 1 through 10, 27 through 54, and whatever else. And be like, if you want it in the 20s, it's $6,000. If you want it in the 50s, it's $3,000.
That's insane.
It's gonna be shit.
That's cool. I didn't know he opened.
Nike.
Who is?
Lil Nas X and that whole shoe. It's not It's not with Nike. It's a rip off of one of Nike's what do they call that colorways or color schemes of their models, let's say, of their shoes, and they're doing this. So Nike's coming for just that shoe, the Satan one, for ripping off their idea and insert words here. But it's funny because they have the same thing, but instead of blood, like it's like white and blue, instead of blood, it's holy water. And they're not coming for that one, even though it's a rip off of their shoe. It's just going for the same one.
Nice.
Apparently he didn't. I don't know the full story, but apparently he's not like Nike's coming out and being like, we did not partner with him on this. We don't know. We don't have any affiliation with Lil Nas X or whatever the company is that's making the shoe and all this other stuff. And
because there might be someone wetting their wallet. That might be religious. So why fuck up that deal? Let's just distance ourselves from Lil Nas X and his shoe. Nice.
I don't know.
Business at its finest.
Yeah, I've seen like there's been a whole bunch of articles on him and what's going on, and like you can definitely tell which side people are on just by reading titles and that kind of stuff. But I really like reading stories from people who are part of the LGBTQ community.
Yeah.
That are reporters and that kind of stuff writing articles, because they're like, it is amazing. Like, it's so nice to finally see representation, from somebody who just doesn't care what other people think.
Yeah.
Same thing with Sonic Fox. Shout out to Sonic Fox. Not only did they win a tournament, but you know how like with these sports with players, they'll show like a picture of them and then like their flag nationality.
Okay.
Like behind them. So Sonic Fox, instead of putting an American flag, they put just a transgender flag behind him.
Nice.
And he's been getting, they're not him, they, because they're non-binary, are just getting a bunch of praise for that. On
Good
top
for him.
of winning the tournament. Shout out to Sonic Fox.
Shout out to Sonic Fox.
Really just don't understand why everybody has such a problem with everything.
Because they're bored. There's nothing to do except continue the hatred that they've been doing. They're like, oh, what can we do? Let's just go fuck up someone's life. We don't have anything else to do. What if they had something else to do? They wouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense that they want something deaded, but then they keep sharing the thing that they want dead, giving it more publicity. So if you normally think, hey, this is gonna be me being a hypocrite because I'm mentioning it. I hate peanut butter, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a peanut butter Oreo. Do you hear me going around like, yo, peanut butter Oreo, have you tried that? That's bad. Don't try that peanut butter Oreo. Hey, peanut butter, and this is where you buy it too, but don't buy that.
I'm not sponsored, but if you can, avoid peanut butter Oreo.
Yeah, avoid the sale in Walmart for these peanut butter Oreos right next to you.
I'm gonna have to go pick me up some peanut butter Oreos.
Shit.
I love peanut butter.
Look what you did, Brian. You sold a copy.
Someone gave me one without saying it was peanut butter. I've not talked to that person since.
Oh my gosh. All right. I listened to the new single. I saw it on last Friday, but I didn't get a chance to. I was listening to the deluxe version of the Bieber album. I was going to review it this week, the regular one, and they're like, oh, let's add a deluxe one a week after and add more tracks. Oh, thanks.
Oh, I can listen. How long is the? I can just have Spotify.
The deluxe one's even longer. Like the base one already has I think 12 or 14 tracks, and then they added a bunch more. So I'm like, okay, well,
Let me see. Let me see. An hour and 5 minutes. A little too long, Bieber.
Bieber. Anywho, let me
Okay, I can
run.
listen to the regular one. It's 45 minutes. Sorry, you can continue.
It's all good. I have been watching in my lunch break with coworkers Vinland Saga.
Bitch.
All right. I apologize, Brian. I forgot we were supposed to watch it until it was too late.
It happens. It happens.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about Vinland Saga besides Javi's like, hey, you should watch Vinland Saga while I was streaming Valhalla. He's like, oh, Viking, you like this. I didn't know this first season was just the prologue to the entire series. The last episode is called End of Prologue, and I'm like, what? Everything that just happened is we haven't started the show yet, and it's been 24 episodes. I'm like,
Yeah.
holy shit. But high overview, I fucking love it. It has very anime Game of Thrones vibes. They take care of each of the characters' arcs, and there's also political arcs that are unfolding within the prologue. Because it's a fucking prologue. I'm still hung up on that because I'm like, there's no way I just watched this amount of anime and it hasn't started yet. Go ahead,
Do you have
Brian.
an anime picked out for what you're gonna watch next?
Yeah, we're watching an old boxing from like 2000. It's called something Ippo. Something Ippo.
Hajime no Ippo?
That sounds about
Hajime no
right.
Ippo?
It's like a young kid who used to be bullied. Now he's learning how to box. Yeah.
Okay, a friend of mine's really big on that. I've seen random episodes. I'm gonna tell you right
Don't
now.
spoil
My
it.
favorite, no, my favorite character. You should know, like when you meet them.
Brian, that tells me either a gun's coming out or Saga is literally gonna walk out. Oh, that's true. And I'm watching it dubbed, so everyone's a New Yorker, and I love it.
Okay.
I fucking love it. Everyone's talking like New Yorkers, and it's great.
A buddy of mine who watches like just nothing but anime.
Yeah.
He's like, there's a huge list. Most any of the sports animes are just amazing. Like there's like, volleyball, baseball, soccer. There's a swimming one, the boxing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just all of them are just absolutely incredible because it's just got like a great like story building, plots, and everything else.
Okay. I thought you had more. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, go on. And you like Groundhog Day kind of stuff, right?
Absolutely. Time travel stuff in any way, I'm about it.
And you like narrative-based things, right? Shows, at least.
Narrative
You
based.
like strong narrative in shows.
Oh, okay. Depending on what the narrative is. If it's character driven, is it just like the hero story again, or like what type of narrative?
You should give ReZero a chance.
How long is that?
The second season just finished like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, because My Hero Academia started airing, and I saw the first episode of the first episode that aired, I think yesterday or something.
I still need to watch not the season that started, this season before. I only saw the first episode that was a recap episode.
You need to get on it, bro. Because
it's like I don't know if I care. I think that's the issue.
Oh, then don't bother.
I just don't know. I'm like, these characters are cool, but it's a shonen, and then I'm like, I don't know if I care enough to watch this. But yeah,
Gotcha.
if you want some Groundhog Day, you want some fucking narrative, you can watch some fucking ReZero, dude.
So Vinland Saga is really fucking good. So yeah, I don't want to spoil it at the beginning because there's some parts here where just like Game of Thrones, it'll happen and you're like, did they just kill that character? They don't give a fuck about anyone. They're like, you thought he's cute, he's dead now. Oh,
it's like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, remember how, I think the first 2 or 3 seasons, you're like, oh, I like this character. He's eaten. Oh, he fucked up on that swing. Now he's dead. Oh, this is one of those, but there's not like a lot of magic and stuff here because it's like legit. Like these are like Vikings going up against the Englishmen.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Oh,
I've seen
okay.
like 4 or 5 episodes. The one thing I haven't figured out yet is if there's like anything special about them, because there's a couple of scenes where he like literally slashes through a person and then like like I think like the very first episode, he like cuts people in half and then cuts a boat in half or something.
No, okay. There's really strong people who can like with an axe cut through people and their helmets. That's like the furthest exaggeration. No, there's one more exaggeration where I'm like, how the fuck did he do that? But besides that, it's very tame and it tries to be as realistic as possible.
Yeah, I just remember like because like in the very first, I think it's the very first episode, they're on the boats in the war or whatever, and there's like arrows coming, and then he literally just goes like this, and then like cuts a dude in half, and then cuts the mast, on the boat, and I'm like, so is this like just kind of an over exaggeration of how physically, masculine the Vikings were, or is this like he's special, got god powers or something? Like, where are we going here?
It's mostly like an exaggeration of how strong that person is, which I'm from what you're telling me, you saw like the first 5 minutes because that's like the introduction to Thor's. That's a character's name.
Yeah.
So that he's a really strong character, and there's others like him because he was supposed to be the lead of the Jumps Viking. He was going to be the leader, and that crew is just like people who served in that were like ridiculous. And there's one in particular that you're like, what the fuck? One of those Vikings does something later on in the show where I'm like, there's no fucking way that's possible. But okay.
I have two important questions for you.
Got you.
3. One leads into another, so I'll say 3. So I'm not lying to you. You watch it dubbed or subbed?
There's no dub option. I saw it subbed, unfortunately.
All right. So that gets rid of another question I had then. I was going to ask if they have accents.
If you have Prime, you can watch it for free.
Yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, it's on Amazon Prime. And it's on Hulu? Oh, no, Funimation, I think. I think it's on Prime Video and Funimation.
The following question was if they had accents, but if you watched them subbed, then I got some of the excitement out. So my third question. My hand just... Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was a third and just had a stroke. Help.
I reached for my phone when you did that because I'm like, someone needs to help him right now.
Are there any really swole women in that show?
Not yet, because again, this is the prologue. This season focuses mainly on a character because of events that happen.
I thought they had... They're not like swole, but I think they fit the standard like Viking build.
Again, I haven't read the manga or anything, so I don't know what's to come. But the people who have been shown in this 24 episodes, they're just... I mean, there's like... They can hold their own, but they're not like Gridlock or the chick from Overwatch. Like, they're not like huge. Yeah, Zarya. They're not like that.
Or what's her name from Valhalla?
Yeah, they're not like her. So like, they hold their own. They're strong women, but like in their own right. And then there's like there's multiple characters. There's a great. The show balances like the whole Vikings is a gray area because Vikings are like, oh, they're manly and stuff, but they're like pillaging and killing people. Like, they're not like heroes. So you'll see both sides of like, should I be like rooting for these people?
Oh no, they are like the most ruthless.
Yeah, and they show it in
group of people ever. They literally will like they'll go out and just destroy an entire city, village, whatever you want, and then kidnap the women and children and things to bring home and raise them as their own.
Yeah,
or to like breed them.
What I like about this type of story is that they love living in the gray. Like, it's not like, oh, that guy's a bad guy, we gotta go after him. The same way Game of Thrones is like, oh, that guy's bad, but I fucks with him. Like, I get like his motives, I get his intentions. Like, it could be the wrong way of doing things, but it's in a way good-hearted. And this show from the beginning just like stays in that gray area where you're like, I don't know if I'm supposed to like this guy or not like him. I hate him a second, I like him now. I don't know what's going on. Because they do so well with the writing, the scenes that play out. I love this prologue because when at the end of the last episode they start showing characters that I've never seen before, and I'm like, so these are like characters that are in the main show and I've never seen them, and they're like, oh, see ya, and then we have yet to see another season. But the prologue itself, the story of the main character, I don't want to spoil it because like off the rip you start to connect with the kid and then you move on, and I don't want to spoil what happens. And there's characters that come and go, and sometimes it's like it hits you right in the heart when they go, and then sometimes it's like, yeah, you fucker, you're dead. You know, like it's pretty awesome. I love it.
Okay.
I can't wait to see the next stuff. I'm all about it. There is like a time gap between in the middle of the prologue for people to age for specific reasons, obviously, but it's good stuff. I highly recommend watching Vinland Saga.
I was interested because I was told that it's very like story like
It's political.
far from shonen as possible, where anything can fucking happen.
Yeah, things are
But,
like
yeah, I haven't gotten to it yet.
it's great. There's and it does a good job of like it's religion stuff as well, because you got the Norse people coming in believing in like Loki, Thor, and them going up into the Anglo-Saxons who believe in Jesus, and like that stuff clashes, and they do it in a way that makes sense because they're trying to like either question people's beliefs in like in the middle of a speech or something, and what the current king is like believes himself and what he wishes the rest of the world would believe. So he's trying to conquer like Wales and
Like very similar
Other-
to the way that
London.
Valhalla worked.
yeah, it's stuff like that. And it's like if they took the pacing of I don't say Game of Thrones again, but it's just a good enough pacing where like there's some action and then there's a lot of like political lore talk and stuff that moves like the world
Castlevania?
lore. Maybe, but this is more like again, it's more down to earth because it's no vampires and shit. It's
But
just
I
like
just mean the way it's paced, where like you get world building. Some shit happens.
Yeah.
World building. Everything happens.
yeah. Well, there's some like 2 or 3 episodes back to back that they're like in the middle of a war, like they're trying to take back London from someone, and then they meet a new character. Then you're like, oh, that's probably my main, and then that guy's fucking crazy, and you're like, I guess he's my main. But you'll it's cool, memorable characters definitely. Good dramatic scenes. There's some great flashbacks that are used. It's not like Naruto where like a flashback comes up and you're like, I got it. You showed me the same thing like 2 minutes ago.
The
It-
fucking swing
They
set.
they place it in like in the right spots where it would have a reaction, if that makes sense. Where you're like, oh fuck yeah, that's that. You know, that'll drive like a person's decision to like think about like irrationally because of the whatever flashback it was.
Hmm.
So like I don't know, it was a great time. I was like upset that there was no second season when I finished. I'm sorry, the first season. The show hasn't started yet, and I'm already like I want more. So I'm fighting the urge of just getting the manga and just reading ahead because I'm like I'm all in.
I don't know. I tried getting into manga like a long time ago with Naruto, back when I still respected it.
Javi in the chat
And-
said it started to cut you off. It won best drama. I believe it.
I'm gonna have to
Go ahead,
I wanna
Ren.
look into that. I try to get into reading manga, but it's not the same. Like, one, it's not in color, which that already throws me off surprisingly because I like monochrome stuff.
Uh-huh.
But 2, and I guess it's the same with comics, but I feel like they do a better job of this. The fight scenes just look like, all right, they're talking, a kick is there. You don't feel like it did anything. Just, oh, there's a kick there.
Oh, there's no
Fight
motion.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to see the animation of it.
You should definitely watch. I haven't reviewed it here yet, but Kengan Ashura.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I just haven't. What I'm probably gonna start soon. I also like having the music. Yeah,
Those are
like
facts.
the sound effects and all that stuff. I don't know. I can't with manga.
It's because it's cheaper to produce a story like that in manga form than it is getting people to do audio, voice acting, editing, the animations. Like it's cheaper to just have the people like it's someone to draw the panels and put some text. You know, right?
Mhm.
I would imagine. I've never made a comic before, so
I would think so. That's probably why they don't use color too. It might be cheaper.
Mhm.
Print. The 2 animes I was gonna start soon is the Dodo one, because I want to see if it's good or not. I've been hearing bad things, but I want to watch it, and I still need to watch the 4 episodes for Rohan.
Rohan. That's what I need to watch next. I finished now that I finished Vinland Saga, I might watch that. Or not
Also-
Vinland Saga. Now that I finished Avatar,
I didn't
I still have
see
to watch that.
plot points, but someone screenshotted Rohan, and it's crazy that like, so he's in part 4, but the way it's animated or like the aesthetic is part 5, and it looks really good.
let's fucking go. Say less. Arrivederci. Oh
And
no, we can't talk about part 5 right now. We can't
You
talk
caught
about
up on
Bartos.
Attack on Titan?
No, I do need to get back on that horse because I stopped because one of the things I caught up on the anime, then read ahead, and then I think the anime passed where I read. So at this point, I could just rewatch the anime and catch up. I heard it's been getting bonkers. So
So
I've
Adam's been
watched.
telling Adam like messages me all the time and be like, "Have you watched it yet?" I'm gonna go. I go no. He's like, "Bro, I need you to catch up on this so that I have somebody to talk to about this because it is absolute fire."
nice, that's
And
good.
like people are, I've been watching. I've been trying to avoid spoilers and things, but you know how like, you know the picture of the horse that they draw for Game of Thrones, where it starts out as this like amazing drawing, and then it slowly gets worse and worse, and then it's just this stick figure piece of shit for
Uh-huh.
season 8. Well,
Yeah.
they did something similar for Attack on Titan, and it's like, um, I actually have it here. It like starts out as like a fairly decent drawing of the horse's tail, and then it gets a little bit more you know density and things for the like mid to back section, and then
Uh-huh.
it's got like adding color and everything for the chest area, and then the head is like it's like flaming with armor and just this amazing piece of art.
Uh-huh.
And I sent it to him, and he goes, "Those are facts."
Yeah.
I've been seeing random episodes of the newest season because friends of mine are watching Discord. I just happen to. I'm done with the show. Like season 1, I'm good
Oh,
on what I
okay.
saw. So I've been watching with them, like, but with no context, and even then it's like, yo, this shit's getting real dramatic.
Oh, don't spoil it then. I gotta catch up because I got to like I think it's probably like halfway through season 2 or something, or maybe whatever I don't know how it relates from the manga to the anime, but I read quite a bit ahead from when season 1 ended. So we'll see.
Maybe down the line once I actually finish more things that I want to do or watch or listen to. If someone's like starting the show and wants to do it from the beginning, then maybe. But that first season left a very bad taste in my mouth.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have to rewatch it. It's just back. It's in the backlog. There's so much things to watch. Nice. So Attack on Titan's definitely gonna be on there.
I still need to catch up on Hero Academia. I
The
got
first episode's out today or yesterday. It was
the new
short.
season.
Yeah, it was the beginning half was like a recap, and then they moved the story a little bit further, and then you see like a conversation that happened after the final battle last season. I don't
I'm
know if
like
you-
2 seasons behind, I think.
Oh, then I'm not talking anymore. Sorry, I don't want to
No,
spoil it.
I think the last thing I saw was when those the three like the guy that comes out of the walls and whatever, and then the girl and then the
Mirio,
other guy
yeah.
that's like, I don't want to do anything.
So you need to watch season 4 and 5 then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we're in
the
same
last
boat
thing I
then.
saw is
You saw
Deku
Mirio.
and his entire class getting just fucking destroyed by the guy that just slips through everything.
It's get his name right. It's Mirio.
No, Anthony, if you don't get Kaki on his name, I don't respect Muriel's name.
What's his first
I
name?
really-
I think it's Togato.
Mirio?
Yeah, Mirio's name is Togato Mirio or something like that. I forgot his name. I'm over here telling you guys to remember his name. I don't remember his name. I'm full of shit.
Noriaki, Kakio, and Anthony.
Green Fist Fang Boom.
I'm gonna shoot you in your face.
God, that guy was a dope ass character though.
Yeah, I want to catch up on that. I want to catch up on the newest
JoJo.
I think Fairy Tale.
Oh my
JoJo,
god,
you
I
mean?
haven't heard that in a while. I used to watch that.
Yeah, so like I watched, I don't know the seasons because it was the whatever I was watching it from. It just listed all the numbers out like each
Oh.
episode,
Yeah.
and so it like you watch the first like 200 or 100 or whatever, and then there's like another 100 or 200, and then now there's another series or section of them.
No, I'm good.
So I gotta-
That happened with me when anime I was big on, and it was just like what was it? I don't even know if it's like a pop in anime, but it was like my thing because I love mafia. It's called, I think it was Katekyo Hitman Reborn, and it's basically the Vongola family. A little kid he becomes the head of the family because the rest of the Vongola families were killed, and then he has to like assort his mafia members, and they all have special abilities and stuff. And I'm like, I'm all about it. I'm part of the fucking family. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that was like a pop in or not.
It's literally 90% filler, and then the last arc is an actual anime.
Yeah. It's just, yo, let me go recruit people. We do weird shit in between, and then bam, the Vongola family. You know?
So what do you like the mafia and things more for? The way they dress, or just
It's
everything that
lifestyle. It's loyalty. When you're in the fucking family, we don't tolerate rats. I'll take you out back, okay?
No.
Diner, okay? We send you. There's a code of living in the mafia that's like, oh my god, romanticize it. I mean, the people you with, they don't fuck around. They're with you till you die. You know what I'm saying? That's a level of camaraderie. It's like, nah, I'll take that. And then you get rich together. Like, what? You just go rob banks and, like, organized crime? Anyone? Nobody? All right, we'll move on. Vinland Saga is really awesome. Go watch Vinland Saga. Oh, and Johan wants everyone to know that Sane Krieg in the Krieg DLC is voiced by the same guy who does Beerus. For the English dub. Obviously, we're not playing Krieg in Japanese.
I am.
Oh, I
thought we determined that when you guys were playing it.
That's a running gag now.
Oh.
So he lets us know. Anywho. What happened? Why are you smiling? Okay. I thought you were going to say something.
I just had if you're talking about running gags, it made me think. So at the gym, I swear to God, I told people that I make websites for a living.
Yeah.
And supposedly nobody fucking knows that. Somebody thought I told them I work in IT, and I was like, first of all, I would never say I work in IT, period. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I might say that I used to work in IT when I was in college, but that's like the extent of it.
Yeah.
I like told them that, and so they like the women. There's these two women that work there that like just apparently hired some people to make a website for them, and they were like, "You should have fucking told us. We would have just hired you to do it." And I was like, "Well, I thought I told you guys, you know." And so they started asking everybody, and so now the joke is every time I see them, I was like, "Hey, in case you guys didn't know, I make websites for a living."
Yeah. Just keep reminding them so they don't fucking say that again. That's funny. Well, boys, this week we have bangers releasing. Well, hopefully bangers. We'll see how they turn out. Well, I guess Brian can vouch for one of them. We have the final cut for Disco Elysium, which, if I'm not mistaken, Brian, adds more scenes, completely voiceover lines from beginning to end.
More scenes, but everything from beginning to end is voiced. That's the
Which
only
is
thing I
good.
remember.
And I thought they added more extra stuff. That's going to be out this week. I think on more platforms, too. Because before it was only on PC and what? Did you have a copy on PC, Brian, or
Yeah, on Steam.
on Steam? And I think it's coming to consoles, but I'm not entirely sure. Or maybe it'll Switch.
I've been waiting for it's an excuse, really, because I started playing it, and it's one of those games where you have to be in it. Like, it's immersive, and the story, from what I've played, is well written. You get to actually pick dialogue that changes things happening.
Uh-huh.
But, like, I think there's so many other things I wanted to play that I just put it on the back. I know exactly where I am.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's good.
So, like,
that makes it memorable.
This game lives in my head. Like, it's still there. And then they said, oh, we're going to add everything voiced. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I can wait. So,
Yeah.
it's something
Okay.
to do.
So that's out this week. Outriders is finally out this week. If you're a Game Pass member, you got it for free on console. So save your cash, I guess, unless you really already played it and support it and then buy it. But that's out this week as well, which is a huge question mark.
Or no?
For the Game Pass part? Good question.
Yeah.
I know it's on the console. That's why I'm going to download and try it because I have the console. So I don't know if Game Pass PC is also getting Outriders. I'd have to double check. For movies, we got Godzilla vs. Kong, which I saw the trailer and it looks okay. We'll see if that's going to be cool or not. But you looking forward to that, Randall?
I'm very excited.
Okay. Who you got money on?
Yeah.
Who you got money on?
Well, I don't think that it's going to come down to Godzilla versus Kong. I think they're going to team up against Mega Godzilla.
Metal Godzilla.
Mega Godzilla.
Oh, okay. So then, apart from the movie, do you think Kong or Godzilla would win if they were to fight each other?
I don't know.
Clearly King Kong. He's got opposable thumb.
Yeah, but he got a beam.
I already know what side I'm on. And everyone here should know by now what side I'm on.
It should be Godzilla because he got guns.
No, Anthony.
Oh.
You got the person right. It's because he gets busy.
Oh, fuck. I forgot he does get busy.
I've never seen King Kong get busy.
Yeah.
You
King
pick
Kong
Kong?
literally kidnaps a woman. get busy.
Yeah, but Godzilla's been stomping on him before he dunks. Like,
Godzilla got busy.
Chat says Kong has a battle axe.
can I change my answer to
Godzilla got
Kong?
busy. Hold on, let me.
Bro-
Kelsey doesn't know. That's what it is.
Oh, you're gonna send him the picture of him getting busy. Got it.
He just doesn't know. I guess it's my
Not
fault.
to
I
mention
didn't-
in the movie or in the trailer, it shows Godzilla like firing his little beam, and Kong has something in his hand and it's just like blocking it, and looks like he's about to smash him in the face.
I'm gonna go with Kong. Can I change my answer to Kong? Or is it too late? Am I locked in?
Oh,
I'm
that's
one
the
hit?
battle axe. Apparently, that's the battle axe. I thought he was holding like a building or something.
Oh, okay. Cool. I hope it's cool. Brian's he's gonna make sure you know what getting busy is.
Are you guys watching it?
I don't know when, but I do want to watch it. We could try to watch it this week. Well, there's a bunch of stuff happening this weekend. So we have John's birthdays this weekend. Me and Brian and Janana need to finish Jujutsu Kaisen, the anime, because we're like 2 episodes behind. And then we would have, then we can watch something here. But she works on the weekend, so it's a time
I still need
thing.
to watch whatever movies you guys wanted me to watch.
Oh, you still need to watch Ready or Not. And then what was the other one you said that he needs to watch?
We also need to pick a new movie this week a new comically terrible
I don't know
movie
if I
this
can
week.
do that again.
How about? I mean, I'm down. How about Monster Hunter?
Monster Hunter?
They made a live action Monster Hunter movie, and I think that would be funny to watch.
Oh my god.
That I can deal
Okay.
with.
You
As
can-
long as it's not like over the top, like we're going too far bad. As long as it's
I
not-
haven't seen Monster Hunter. It could be
No,
that.
I'm saying like Monster Hunter is.
You
Like,
think?
No, I haven't seen it, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be good. But I'm okay with that not kind of good.
Oh, that meter you're fine with?
But what we watched last time, that's just going too far.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I don't blame you because that shit was trash. I think I would end my life if I watched the Monster Hunter movie. So hit me up. I mean, we can watch that this week and then come back with a review next week. Because I saw the trailer and I'm
Yeah.
like, I gotta watch it because it doesn't look like it's gonna be that bad. But I don't think it's gonna hold true to the game.
The fact that they have military weapons in that movie,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
It's probably gonna be bad. Like, what are they out walking around with M16s, bro? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
So since we're on this topic, does that mean that the live action Dragon Ball Z movie is on the table?
I'm not watching that.
I'm not watching
I've never
it.
seen it, and
I've seen.
prefer not
No.
to.
I started watching that movie and I stopped. Don't
I heard
watch
it was
it.
terrible.
It was really bad. It's really bad. Like it hurts bad because I've watched the show. So it's like, oh no, nope. The other way you guys were like, how the fuck can anyone watch the Avatar movie because you guys watched the show? That's how bad it is to me.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Brian.
I'll see. I've informed you now. So if you check your DMs, you know why you're gonna say Godzilla.
Here we go. Johan in
I'm
the
still going with Kong.
oh,
I didn't know you were blind. You could have told me that from the beginning.
Johan says I heard that was only for a little bit, but the movie is still bad. The guns in Monster Hunter. Oh, so the guns is only for a little bit. He'll watch the Dragon Ball movie only for the car scene. So that movie is so bad.
The
So
car
funny,
I
There's a car
vividly
scene, yeah.
remember, I vividly remember after that movie came out, or while it was like coming out, that there was this Asian YouTuber. I don't remember his name, but he was talking about the movie, and like he had some good points that he was just kind of making fun of everything. But he, with most animes, unless it's like part of the story, like like Vinland Saga is Vikings. Everybody is going to be a Viking for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
The main characters are racially blank. They're not like, regardless of if they're set in Japan or German or whatever. They're not like specifically part of that culture. They're just there.
Uh-huh.
And physically they're supposed to look relatively blank. But he was like, he got on and he was making fun of the Asian culture and being like, finally, like we have like this anime that's becoming a real live action movie. But how much do Asians have to suck to not even get the main role of the movie?
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just laughing and just making fun of the fact that they have like some terrible looking white guy playing the main character when there's so many other people that would be 1,000 times better for it.
That's Steve from Shameless. He's
It's
Goku
what?
Yeah,
from Shameless.
Steve from
Yeah.
Shameless. That's who played Goku.
I didn't know. I don't think I ever watched Shameless.
The boyfriend that was for Fiona near the beginning of seasons, the pretty boy. I'll show
I
you.
know who you're talking about. I just don't believe that
He's the one that played Goku. Was a fucking wig.
He's
He
Goku.
looks. It's yeah. He played Goku.
Who played Vegeta?
I don't remember.
Probably
I
an
don't know.
Asian dude.
Dragon Ball Evolution. Why do I still know the name of this fucking show?
You know what movie we should all watch? Like, if you want to do something crazy and Kelsey has to be there, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming, you know?
Those are hard facts, bro. It doesn't even show
We said
who's.
bad movies, not good movies.
Those are
No, but
facts
bad
too.
is like, yo, my bitch bad. Like,
No.
that kind of bad. That's what the movie.
Then we're all watching 1917.
That movie sucks.
I started singing that. All I could think of was Ludacris's
That's what I was going for. Woman
Yeah.
good.
"My bitch bad, my bitch good, my bitch." Was it "My bitch do stuff you bitch wish she could"?
No, I was singing Lupe, wasn't I? Bitch bad, woman good.
Yeah,
I was
you're singing Lupe. He's singing Lupe. He's singing Ludacris.
Lupe.
Ludacris.
The Lupe.
Yeah.
Ludacris. That's
I
a
don't like that.
cereal. That's a cereal.
So, chat says a series that we could check out is called Sweet Home. Very B movie feel based off of a comic.
Sweet Home.
I don't know. I'll have to get him to send me the.
Yeah, because I'm gonna look it up. Let me know
Oh,
afterwards.
man.
Then. So yeah,
Monster,
Godzilla
if you
vs.
want to send me the link, I can share it.
So everyone but
Netflix.
Brian. So everyone but Brian is on God or Kong's side. You're going Godzilla because he gets busy. Okay. Good luck
I'm
with
just
your
looking at
shoes.
the facts. I'm looking objectively.
Uh-huh.
Who would win?
Who'd win? And since he got
Just
busy,
Show me King Kong getting busy. I might fall back, but I've only seen Godzilla get busy.
all right, I'll see if I can get the evidence for you. And then for music, we have Randall's Girl dropping some new hits. Demi Lovato got a new album out.
Have you seen what she's been posting on YouTube?
No, she posted something bad?
Documentary kind of stuff.
Bad documentary stuff, or
It's not. It's
Sad.
yeah.
oh, it's sad stuff. Okay,
Yeah, it's like her dealing with
Their addictions and things.
yeah, it's called Dancing with the Devil Diaries, I think. It's her life going through addiction and things like that.
oh, then that explains the name of the album. The album's called "Dancing with the Devil." ... The Art of Starting Over. So it's probably gonna be a sad album then. It's gonna be heavy. All right. Well, I mean, I'm probably check it out and talk about it next week. Then either that or the Justin Bieber one, because he decided to add more freaking tracks a week later. Anywho, that's all that's released this week that I saw. If there's anything else you guys want to shout out that's coming out this week, let me know. This will be the
I
time.
have a story about a game that came out on the 26th.
Okay.
So there's this game. So it was up on Steam.
Okay.
On like the main banner of like new shit to check out. It may still be there. And it's a game called Subverse. Okay. And
That sounds
it
familiar.
like shows like a starship and then some pretty looking, I don't know if it's a woman or if it's like a robot or what. But I saw
I've seen this. I know what this is.
I saw like the pictures and whatever, and like it was like it had a battle system that I was interested in. And so I go and I click on the link and I'm looking at it, and I always skip through the very beginning of the videos because they never really show anything but like, you know, the title or whatever.
Yeah.
And the first thing I land on is some chick just getting railed in the video.
Yeah.
And I'm going, what the fuck did I just click on?
That's the mechanics you like,
What
isn't
am
it? No, the kind of mechanics you want to play.
Is this the right game? Like, what are we doing here? And I read the little, you know, like on the right hand side, they always have like a little blurb about the game.
Yeah.
I finally read that after watching part of the video because I'm like, I went back and came forward again to make sure that I had like clicked on the right thing and then watched the very beginning with sound and everything to see what the fuck was going on here.
Mm-hmm.
But the blurb on the side is a sexy new sci-fi parody where you command your own starship filled with the hottest babes in the galaxy who are ready to bring your fantasies to life in fully animated love scenes.
Yep.
I was like,
Welcome to
what
Steam.
are we doing here? You know, and it's the video is hilarious. Like they're talking shit, they're cursing at you, they're doing all sorts of stuff, and you know the gameplay actually looks really good. But I was like,
I'm
I don't know
sure.
that I really want to like play this, and so I sent it to a buddy of mine, Skyrush, and I was like, "Yo, have you seen this?" And he sent me a picture that he has already bought it, installed it, and played 3.5 hours.
He lasts pretty long. Oh my god.
When we started talking about it, I was laughing my ass off. But he says your character is basically Deadpool meets Mass Effect, and if Borderlands humor was just all sex jokes. There's actually a lot more subtle jokes that I've caught as I played. Like the strongest being in the universe can the strongest beings in the universe that can use the equivalent of the Force are basically abstinent Jedi. The longer they stay abstinent, the stronger they are.
I like that. So it
But
was
yeah,
made
so
with
I like it was
humor
one
in
of those like
mind.
normally they don't promote like very adult games on the front of
The Steam page, the
yeah,
store.
like it was part of the like the main banner of like, you know, the 10 or 15 games that you can flip through. And I saw it and I was like, "Oh, the gameplay looks cool. Let's go check out the video." And then it literally shows some chick face down just getting plowed from behind. And I'm
Let's
going,
go.
what did I get into here? What is this shit?
It's
So
gaming.
what's funny is all that happened, but I never watched the video. So I was like, oh, that looks cool, and I moved on. I didn't know about any of this.
It's worth the entertainment just to go watch the video and listen to it once. It really is. But
Because you're like, how is this on here?
like I know that they what do you call it? They don't allow so Hugo just comes in and goes, I came in the wrong time, but it sounds like a porno film, bro.
It is a cartoon
Oh,
porno film.
like Steam won't they discontinued their what was it? Shit, what was that game? Super Seducers. Super Seducers 3, they're not allowing it to be published on Steam because I think it has some nudity of like real people. And they're
Yeah.
like, we don't do nudity of real people. But they have shit like this on there, and you go,
But you can just bang this virtual girl, no problem. Or
is it
hear her
really,
moan.
you know, that much of a difference? Like, I mean, I'm banging Asaris and things and Mass Effects, and that's perfectly fine. Like, it's obviously not the primary, you know, visual and whatever, but it's still in the game.
Do you remember which trailer you watched? Because there's 3 now.
Brian
It was
needs it
the
for
very first one.
He needs it for
Let me-
research purposes.
Well, he
Like if
said
you just
he
open,
recommend.
I can post the link to
I'm on
the
the
store
Steam
page, but it requires you to log in on the web page. But yeah, like and there it is again. It's the very first thing that pops up when I pulled up the store. But yeah, if you scroll in for just a minute, it shows like some devil lady, you know, completely naked on screen, and then it shows some like robot getting I don't know, like a vibrator or something, because she's sitting there like this with a weird face just like jiggling.
Let's
And then
get
it
it.
shows some other chick getting plowed.
It sounds like game of the year. I don't know about you guys. Journey? Don't need it.
Is a fake Russian accent.
Oh, speaking of which, that's coming out soon. Anyhow, that's all for notable releases. For free games of the week, what happened, Brian?
There's a game. The name is so fucking long. I always forget. Hold on. Everybody, shut the hell up. It's a game called Record of Lotus, War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth.
I'm not playing that. I don't know what that is, but
no.
there's no need to be that long.
It's a Metroidvania, and during this weekend, it went 1.0. So I was gonna maybe try that. I don't know anymore what I'm doing. That's it.
No, okay? It's not like you had a moment there, so I just let you have it. You know.
So Hugo says that's a notable release to the game that I was talking about, and I said no, just a hilarious game that I came across, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, multiple times probably. And your boy did it for 3 hours, so that's a pretty
And
impressive.
a half. And
And a half, yeah.
Well, the thing is though, is like when you open the store page, or like when you open the primary the store page, if it happens to show up in your list, like it only shows off obviously the gameplay in the pictures, and it looks like it actually has some decent gameplay. And then you click the link and you're going, did I misclick? Or what are we doing here? What is this?
You hear the drum roll from Pornhub, and you're like, "How did I get it here?" So, Creature in the Well is free this week on Epic Game Store. I forgot to add in there what's going to be free on Thursday, but they roll them out every Thursday. Right now, it's Creature in the Well, which is a cool looking pinball looking like puzzle action game. I wanted to try a long time ago, never got to it. Now it's free, lit. Might want to give that a shot. It looks pretty cool. And I don't know what's coming out the rest of the week, so for free anyway. I already went over the game once. That's about it. Randall, what are you sinking your teeth into this week?
Hopefully watching that movie.
Monster Hunter or Godzilla?
I guess all the stuff that we plan on watching.
Gotcha.
It's the same old stuff. Just work on art. I don't know about playing any games. I still haven't gotten the itch to play anything. I still have to finish Hitman.
To do some Hitman.
Go to the gym.
Come on, you do it every day. Come on.
I think that's it.
Wow. You hear that, Lord?
What?
You hear that? You're just ignoring the Lord. That's what you're doing. Kelsey,
What's up?
what are you doing this week?
I don't know, man.
Oh,
Like-
shit.
I mean, so what's the movie that we're watching?
Monster Hunter, I think, unless there's something
Monster
else.
Hunter? Okay, we're gonna watch the Monster Hunter movie.
Unless there's something
So,
else.
Aside from, I mean, I don't care what we watch. Like we have that list that Randall has of all the like parodies of the movies.
Oh, that's true.
And apparently he doesn't want to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean parody, which I
You
don't
gotta
understand
watch
why.
it. You gotta watch Pirates. We gotta watch
That
it.
sounds really suspect.
It is suspect.
We're not watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. There are some things that we won't do.
I mean,
He's already seen the movie. He already has seen the movie.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them. I knew about the show, didn't watch it, saw the movie, came out going, ugh, it was just a bad movie. But when I heard what the people who watched the show said about it, they were like, yo, fuck, that's Satan on film. That's basically what happened. And I'm like, oh shit, my bad. And then I watched it.
I think Adam was working the movie theater when that shit came out, and like he had to watch the endings and things of it a bunch of times because of they have to go and stand in there and wait for the movie to end so that they can start cleaning up. And he's like, people that like watch the series would come out 3 minutes in and just be like, I want my money back. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't blame him. How do you get
I
someone's
offered
name
up
like
Dragon
that?
Ball Evolution, but they said no.
No, I'm not. I sat through like the first 20 minutes. I'm not watching that shit again. All right, so what else? Monster Hunter? What happened, Brian?
Rando and Kelsey, have you guys seen Kung Fury?
Yeah.
Kung Fury? Sounds familiar.
Kelsey would love
you
that
hear
if he
it, Rando?
hasn't.
Yeah.
Is that the like joke?
I can barely
Yeah,
hear
I
Rando.
love that's the
He
one where
said
he
yeah.
like time travels and fights dinosaurs and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Kung Fury was hilarious.
Yeah. All right, so Monster Hunter. What else?
Have you guys seen Kung Pao?
Brian, save it. What are you doing this week, Kelsey?
I honestly have no idea. Like, I've just been so bored of the computer and things. Like,
Uh-huh.
I just haven't even wanted to sit at my desk. I've been spending a lot more time outside with the dogs and things. I've started lifting again because I stopped for a little bit.
Okay.
I just felt like I was doing too much, but I'm getting back into it. Still hitting the gym.
Hey. That's
Oh,
what I
next
hear.
week I should have a video for you guys. One of the fighters there. I don't remember how we got onto the topic, but I agreed to let one of the fighters kick me in the stomach, like
Oh
with
my
a roundhouse
God.
or something.
Yeah.
And we're gonna video record it, and so I'll bring it back and play it.
I'm just imagining.
He's gonna vomit.
So hold on.
Probably.
He's gonna be like, all right, go for it. And Kel's gonna have that fucking smile on his face.
Yeah.
He's gonna get kicked so hard. His body's not gonna move, but he's gonna shit through his pants like one huge just jet of shit.
Oh
So,
my
yeah,
God.
So that I'll have that next Monday. And the fun part is that he's like, man, I'm excited.
He needs help if he's excited. You're not wearing any padding?
Not that I'm aware of.
This is a bad idea all over it. Okay.
Probably. It's probably gonna be one of those that I'm just like laying on the ground crying, gasping for air.
Yeah, he's gonna knock the fucking wind out of you and you might shit yourself like Brian said. Or vomit.
His
Or
body's
when
not
it's
gonna
red,
Skippy
man.
says Brian's all about bad ideas. That's pretty much true.
Or what Randall said.
His body's not gonna know how to react to like burp and cum at the same time or something weird.
Or like Randall said, he might break a rib.
In the stomach?
Not if he actually hits me in the stomach properly. If
Okay.
he hits me in the gut, it should be fine.
Okay. Javi says you can have a purple bruise on your whole stomach.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
Every Monday we do nothing but train abs. Like that's all that he ever wants to do.
Okay.
My abs are rock hard. Let me tell you.
What else is rock hard?
There's
Oh, we
just a
can't have time
container
for that.
around them.
Gotcha. All right, Brian. Do you have anything rock hard for us this week?
I go to my OnlyFans, I just start shitting for 3 hours.
Yo, sign me the hell up, bro.
What day are we doing the movie thing?
No idea.
We just do it tomorrow, like we did last week.
There we go.
Okay, so Tuesday. So I guess I'm not streaming Tuesday. Because I don't want to stream for like an hour and then go to watch it. I'd rather just like do whatever and then go into the watching it.
Okay.
Feel me? And
No.
then I don't know what day we're doing any of the jujutsu, so I don't know if I have a Friday stream or not.
It's probably Saturday.
Okay, so
I don't know.
Friday. So this is the last week I'm streaming before I take that month break. So Wednesday, we're playing some, and then Thursday, you eat sitting down, Nimrod. What? Dude who sleep on their stomach, pee standing. I don't know what they're talking.
I don't know what.
about.
Yeah, my chat is wild and run. Dudes who sleep on their stomach, pee standing up. Bro, we moving on. That silence was not like a bit. I'm sitting here trying to process what he just said to me.
So Wednesday, whatever we're playing. Thursday, I don't know what I'm gonna play Thursday. I might do that game with the long ass name. Might play Valorant again. I might play Skullgirls on stream, and then Friday, if I don't play Skullgirls on Thursday, then there's a chance of 2 games on Friday because the Friday stream will be longer because I don't work the next day. Skullgirls lobby for a few hours, or what I'm probably gonna do. You know what? This is for sure what I'm doing. So you guys can say, "Oh, I've heard that before." We're doing a Salty Demon Souls run on Friday as the last thing I stream for until I take a break for a month.
And then he fucking speed runs it.
So that's probably what I'll do. So the only thing confirmed is Wednesday and Friday because I don't know the rest of the days.
Okay.
Can you make stuff appear on your screen in OBS and stay in real time?
And stay? Yes.
I know you can make stuff pop up and then
Yeah.
eventually it disappears if it's an animation, but can you make it like show up and stay?
Yes. You're doing something like nasty or
No, when he mentioned salt, I just picture like some sort of a salt meter or whatever.
oh. No, I guess so. There is a widget that you can use that it listens to what you're saying, and if you say keywords, images can come up on your OBS. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking of just messing around with that. Anywho,
Is it just images, or can I put an image with a sound that pops up?
good question. Have to look into it more. Anyway, for myself tomorrow, before we watch for the Tuesday stream, I'll be doing Doom Eternal, continuing the Ancient Gods playthrough. Wednesday, most likely Borderlands 3, if not Torchlight 3. And then Thursday, probably just more Doom Eternal. And because I'm playing through the DLC for that and getting my ass kicked. So, uneasy. But you know where I'm at. And then that's it. And then Friday, I don't have a stream, and neither is Saturday or Sunday. So, that's it for the week. This has been the ADLR Podcast. The boys are done. We're going to head out. We'll be back next week, 8 p.m. Eastern, as always. That's how we do. And you can catch our stream throughout the week, as we said today. And if you didn't watch this until Friday, where this podcast goes up on YouTube and on all the podcast services in the world, you missed our streams, but you can go watch the VODs, either on our YouTube or just this Twitch channel's VODs. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next week. Bye.